Arch's grandfather, Archie Manning, told Texas Monthly, Arch isn't going to do that. He'll be at Texas. In the NBA, the Spurs have signed 6'10" stretch big man Micah Potter to a training camp deal, adding front court depth with shooting upside for floor spacing. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing? It's a Friday. Whoop, whoop, Friday. Oh, here we go, baby. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. AJ and Rob getting you there on the last day of the week, baby.
The last day of summer for a few.
Oh, that sucks for you guys.
Winding down. School zone's going to get busy.
Not me.
We're there.
I live summer. That's all I do. My everyday summer for me, baby. Every day is summer. When you're cool, you never take your sunglasses off.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of people who aren't and are about to get a whole lot cooler on Monday.
Hey. Well, friends, it's here. It's football season. What a day. What a day. And not only that, we got more football to come. It's now the avalanche, the snowball, the tiny snowball started rolling yesterday. I think it was about the size of a golf ball.
Well, we have football every weekend until February.
Okay. I can deal with that.
Yeah, so it has begun.
Well, I guess we should start we should start where we've been starting.
Baseball.
With dildos. We were talking about the WNBA should use this as like a publicity thing. They should, and quite frankly, they're getting a lot of run based on this thing.
Not the kind they want.
No, but a self-described crypto enthusiast has shared that he is part of a group that orchestrated recent dildo tossings.
Told you it was coordinated. You can't
over the last 10 days.
Those two green ones had some purpose.
The man who spoke on the condition of anonymity said the stunts were meant to market a crypto coin that the online community created. The WNBA and all its controversy made the league a logical target. It was more or less like an opportunistic approach to, what is already trending. Where is there already controversy? How do we intercept some of that attention? The man who uses Lieutenant Dildo Rain as his username on X, which he said is a nod to Brad Pitt's character in Inglourious Bastards. It would have been funner if it was Lieutenant Dildo Rain. But, whatever. He lost
I mean,
a chance
this story's already got way too intricate to me.
He said, we really wanted to make funny memes again. That's all we ever want. The coin started trading July 28th, the day before the first toss. The coin's transaction record on Deck Screener confirms that timeline. And apparently there have been several people arrested, including Delbert Carver, who we talked about. The man that ESPN spoke to said that Carver is not affiliated with the group and was not the thrower of the toy on July 29th. He declined to say who threw the object. So they're saying that there's differing accounts. They're saying he's a fall guy.
Well, he's not a patsy. I think that the first two were a coordinated effort to do this crypto thing. I think the third guy was a lone wolf, if you will. A bad actor acting on his own with different ideas. I think that we're going to see some more of this, but I'm not surprised that the first two weren't a coordinated effort for some kind of publicity stunt. It felt that way.
The kid Caden Lopez was arrested at the Phoenix Arena. Court records say Lopez removed a green sex toy from his sweatshirt pocket, threw it, and hit two spectators, including one minor. After the toss, he attempted to leave the building. An arena volunteer witnessed the incident, followed Lopez, and tackled him. What? They're tackling over this?
Well, I don't know what's in that.
Lopez is charged with misdemeanor disorderly conduct and misdemeanor assault. A felony charge of public display of obscene material was dropped. Lopez was celebrated as a hero and legend in the group's Telegram chat. So, you want to get hero status?
I'd rather you do that than take out a school.
Oh, yes. I hope this is the... You know what? We can only hope that this replaces school shootings permanently. Just throw dildos at basketball games. Men or ladies. I don't even care.
It sounds a lot like the Just Say No campaign.
Yes.
It should work. It should work.
According to Google Trends, there has been a 3,700% increase in U.S. search interest on green dildo since July 29th.
I told you.
And one betting website created markets.
I searched myself. I'm part of that increase.
Allowing users to bet on when another toss would happen and what color it would be. And many members of the community placed and won bets. They greased the bets quite heavily just because we knew what was going on. Bet Online said that when the second sex toy was also green, he started looking for who could be orchestrating the stunts, and that's how he came across the crypto group.
Well, that's a group I'd like to spend some of my hard-earned money with.
Yeah.
I mean, your guerrilla marketing campaign involved a sex toy. I have every reason to trust that you have my best interests at heart.
Now, there was a game on Wednesday night, a men's baseball game, a man baseball match between the Miami Marlins and the Houston Astros in Miami, and a lady behind home plate was holding a green dildo, waving it around. And the guy said, "We've got lots of funny things planned of a less disruptive nature, but we want to keep people looking for us." So they're green dildo bandits.
There are no coinkadinks in the world.
No.
Never.
No. Everything is
so now it's passé and we won't care. Now that we know that somebody's trying to make a penny off of it, I don't care.
It's not as funny anymore.
It's not funny at all now.
Well, it'll still
seriously, now every time we lob it, what's the first thing you're going to think? Not that, you're going to go, here it goes again.
I mean, it'll still be funny when one of the gals has to kick it off the floor or whatever. That'll still be kind of funny.
Maybe there's one more.
I probably got one more laugh in me.
Maybe
hold
two. It in a risque manner. Maybe we can work our way up into
what if one picked it up and threw it down in anger?
That's really what we should be chasing. Is if we get the kind with the suction cup and you can make it land someplace.
Oh, that'd be the best.
Stick like off the glass. Like if you can heave it and it hits the backboard and sticks.
That guy would be a hero.
Then
in the Telegram
you become
group.
legend. Now we're talking legend status.
Oh yes. Yesterday was a dark day for the NFL. You know, we talk about, should this guy play in the preseason game? Should he not? Well, sometimes it doesn't matter because injuries happen in sports in general, but particularly in the NFL. And we were talking about the Chargers and feeling good about the Chargers. And now Rashawn Slater, who is one of the best offensive linemen in football, done for the season, torn patella in training camp. This is football, baby.
He's just the first.
This is
football. There will be more.
Oh, plenty more. Texans had a rough day. We're going to talk about that as the day goes on. But we will also get into the actual games that happened yesterday. And, of course, hold on to your hat here, Rob. I'm going to tell you something crazy that happened yesterday. Anthony Richardson played in a football game, and he got hurt.
Of course.
I mean, I know a lot of us didn't see this coming. A lot of us thought, hey, Anthony Richardson, he's basically Superman. He can't be hurt. He's like Wolverine. Well, he's hurt.
This might be the best thing for him. I'd rather be thought a fool than play and prove it.
I remember when people were saying, "Oh, well, Anthony Richardson is he's the next coming of Cam Newton. He's just this huge dude who's going to truck guys over, and he's never going to get hurt." And I was like, "Okay, that's appealing." Except, now imagine Cam Newton was made of like really like thin glass, like crystal almost. Like and every time Cam Newton went to truck someone, he exploded. That's what Anthony Richardson is.
Well, he was such an unscratched lottery ticket. I mean, we knew Cam Newton was going to run the ball, get hit. We watched him go against Alabama. Yeah. We watched him. We knew that was going to be fine. We saw Anthony Richardson for 6 games?
Yeah.
I mean, that was it. We didn't see anything more. Now, the possibility was there, but I think as of yesterday,
we've scratched a lottery
written.
Ticket, and there's a lot of skull and crossbones.
That story's been written.
There's a lot of medical tent symbols.
I expect he'll be running down as the third-string quarterback with the Cowboys next year.
He very well could
I expect we'll be talking about him the way we talked about a bunch of other quarterbacks that went high that didn't turn out.
He could end up being a really, really good scout team guy at one point.
Maybe.
I need you to pretend to be this guy, except, and then they'll just wrap him in bubble wrap, and that's what he'll do.
It's too bad.
It is. All right, we'll continue talking NFL. We'll take a look around some college football today. We got a lot to get into. It's a Friday, baby. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Rising hot! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Tomorrow afternoon at 6, the Cowboys travel from training camp in Oxnard to Los Angeles to take on the Rams in their first of 3 preseason games. Pre-game at 5, presented by AA Best Bell Barnes, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning and happy Friday. Made it to the weekend. Now we do have an accident just reported on the northwest side at I-10 eastbound at Medical that is taking up a left lane. On Somerset southbound before 35 on the frontage road, that's a minor wreck. And road work continues on the northeast side at 35 southbound, Thousand Oaks on down to 410. That's in the right lane. This back up now to Judson, so it's going to take you a solid 25 minutes to get through. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Cowboys getting ready for preseason game number 1. What are we looking for?
We will talk about that on The Blitz, plus react to the 3 games that were played on Thursday night.
And good news, we've got football tonight we'll talk about.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
We're on the air with Joe Exotic. Okay, so we get 2 baby tigers. Like, in 6 months, what do they weigh?
About 80, 90 pounds in 6 months.
80, 90 pounds?
They'll start eating a cow week about a year and a half.
Really? Now, if you have a dog that you don't like, do you just throw it in there?
John. People have been known to feed their husbands to them, so why not a dog?
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
When your business needs an electrician, for over 35 years, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio. Powered by relationships with dedicated estimators who analyze the issue, research cost-effective solutions, and clearly communicate the options without charging you a dime. A proven process that allows you to continue focusing on your unique purpose. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or hill-electric.com.
George gets justice. The accident wasn't your fault, but now you're facing pain, bills, and uncertainty. You don't have to do it alone at George Salinas Injury Lawyers. They listen, explain your options, and fight for what you deserve. No upfront costs, no stress, just real help when you need it. If you've been injured, it's time to get George. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers at 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. Getgeorge.com.
Progressive's Teen Driver Discount could lower the cost of insurance for your teenager and save you some money. And then you can still spend money on them. Because just when you think you have a grasp on spending, new sneakers. And then it's money for a school field trip. And of course, spending money. Oh yeah, and a new phone to replace the one they dropped in the toilet. Oh, don't remind me. So just get Progressive's Teen Driver Discount. And then you can continue to spend money on them. Endlessly. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states and subject to terms and conditions.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Man, look at that Return of the Old King, man. Oh, wow. Emotional.
King of the Hill is back.
They got a Bob's in the airport now. Oh, that's Boba.
World has changed, Dad.
Bobby wants to bring that new girl over for dinner.
The Vegas? What the hell am I supposed to feed her?
Can't we just put some grass in a bowl?
From Mike Judge and Greg Daniels.
Ready to make some memories, Dad?
Let's freaking go.
A Hulu original series, King of the Hill. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Yeah! Look at Edwin. Edwin knows what the people want. Did Vic tell you to do this, Edwin?
No, I know you do it every Friday. He does it multiple times, too.
Yeah, we like it, man. We like to party here. Yeah!
That's a broad we, but I'm
yeah,
down.
And I didn't get to party last week because he wouldn't let me sing.
That's right.
So maybe later on in the show I'll have to do some singing.
No, I think that was a good.
Might have to do some singing later on in the show.
I'm just looking out for our listeners. That's all.
Might have to do a little sing. I went to Schlitterbahn yesterday. Yesterday was my son's 18th birthday. He's a man now, he told me.
Oh, yeah.
I said, cool, you can start paying your phone bill, huh? And yeah.
You can now legally contract. You are the age of consent.
Yeah. Beat it. Join the Marine Corps or the Coast Guard.
Merchant Marines.
Space Force. Go join Space Force, bro.
Space cadet.
But he's got 4 of his buddies from high school who flew down here from Vegas to spend a few days at our place. And we all went to Schlitterbahn yesterday. And after Schlitterbahn, they were like, I think we should go. I think we're going to come back tomorrow. And I was like, all right. Yeah. And I had a good time. I was like, yeah, I'll go back tomorrow. And then I woke up today. There's no chance in hell.
What did you do? Didn't you just get on the lazy river and take a few laps?
I did. I did a little bit of lazy river. You
didn't do the surfing thing, did you?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's on today's docket.
I highly recommend you go enjoy the view.
I'm pretty good at that, actually.
Said the last dude that ended up on crutches.
Now it has been it's been a little while.
Yeah, I was pretty good at a lot of things 20 years ago.
It's been a little while. But I guess a couple years. No, it's been. it might have been before I moved to Vegas. I went out there, and no, it's been since I've been back. It was last year. I went with Holden last year, and I probably lasted.
It's not so much the standing up. I can last. It's the end of it. There's no way to gracefully exit.
There is a way.
Not for me. I've never been able to make it to the edge. I've never been able to make it over there. So I can get up there and I can stay up there for a long. I cannot dismount.
The problem is, like, you want to stay up there as long as you can, and you want to do cool tricks and like spin around and things like that. But the more you try that, the higher the risk of wiping out. And
it's a pretty good stop, drop, and roll when you go down.
Yeah, I don't think I can make it a second. I'm going to recommend they all go. I just don't think it's for me. I don't think I'm about that life, quite frankly, because I do feel like I got hit with a baseball bat all over my body.
It's hot yesterday.
It was hot. It was hot.
Good day to be a Schleterbox.
It wasn't all that crowded, which was nice. And but then after we went to, my son wanted to go to Chewy's.
Oh, okay. And there's a reason why I like going to Chewy's.
Yeah, me too. The New Mexican martini.
Boom.
Yeah, I had a couple of those. God, they're so good.
They are.
They're so good. Although I hate drinking out of martini glasses.
Well, I like that they come in the mixer thing, right?
Yeah, but
that's cool to me.
But then you got to pour it in a martini
that to
glass.
me is cool. I like that.
I'm not good at martini glasses.
I like it when they bring me the chilled bottle of water. If they bring the chilled bottle of water, I'll drink it all.
I will too.
But if they just bring it to me in a glass, sometimes I don't even touch it. I like the individualized decanter.
I like that as well.
I think that's special.
You and I are.
I'm of that ilk.
I like to call us upper society.
We are.
Upper society. This is a high class radio show. High class.
Sausage King of Chicago.
But on the way to dinner, my son is following us. And cop lights us up. New Braunfels PD. And I go, oh, no. My wife said, oh, no, are they pulling over Jake? And I said, no. I said, this is about your tent.
Were you driving her car?
She was driving her car. I was in the passenger seat.
Okay, so she's driving. You're in the passenger seat.
And I said, this is about your tent. Because my wife drives like
when you told me
an old man.
My first thought was I'm mad because of why you got pulled over. But then when you described the situation, I'm like, yeah, she kind of deserved this.
Yeah, my wife she's a rule follower. She follows all the traffic laws. She's very safe. She doesn't text and drive. She's very a very good driver. But when she bought her car, it was heavily tinted on the windows and the windshield.
Well, the windshield is one of those things you're not going to get by with here.
Yeah.
You might have friendly cops who go, yeah, it's hot, we get it. And,
And in Vegas, no one said boo to her.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about that
It's
stuff.
120 degrees in the sun there.
They got real crime there, too, that they're worried about, There's...
Well, there's also, I get why the window tinting thing. I get to an extent. But when you're dealing with 110 degrees, it's just personal safety.
And
at that
she
point.
is fully aware that, like, at nighttime, she doesn't if we're going out at night, we don't take her car. We take my car.
Which is why there should be a ticket involved with this.
So, the legal limit for tint in Las Vegas was 35%. Texas has the most lenient tint laws in the country.
Mm-hmm. And that's recent, too.
And that's at 25%. Mm-hmm. So you go from 35% was legal in Vegas, 25% is legal here. So it's like, oh, man, we should be good.
Still, it's an excuse to pull you over.
Well,
you know what I mean?
My wife's car was at 3%.
Which is, you're over the legal limit. But it's a reason to pull you over, kind of like, your blinker's blinking too fast.
Yes.
And you're like, well, yeah, okay.
But it is legit, like, if you go up to my wife's car in the grocery store, now my wife, the color of her car is very unique, so it's not like it's hard to miss her car. But if she drove a black car, I wouldn't know it was her because you can't see in her window to see if it is her.
I can see why, but it's a reason to pull you over.
Yeah,
it's not. You're not in any danger. You're not endangering yourself, except in the evening when it's on your windshield.
Yes.
That's where you're going to get it.
Well, her tint is at 3%, and
Did
also
did they do the test? Did they
yeah,
do the depth. They even had
he
the
had
tester.
like a little machine that he came with.
So he had that there.
And then he was like, also, your front windshield is
you're screwed there, man.
And I mean, she's got a temporary license. She's
not lucky she wasn't taken downtown for further questioning.
I know. And then they gave her tickets for both of those things and a warning for not having a front license plate.
I was going to warn you yesterday. Honestly, I saw you with your wife's car, and I noticed that you didn't have a front license plate. And Texas were sticklers about that. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, I don't think my car has a front license plate.
No, I've noticed that.
I have one.
You were going to get a ticket.
It's in my I've got it. I just got to get it put on. I don't know. Ugh. It's just there's all this stuff to do, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much stuff. But yeah, so my wife is
she's welcome to Texas.
She's a criminal now.
You made the list.
She is.
Luckily, it's not a moving violation, so
yeah,
the points don't.
My goal. I told her. I said, listen, well, you're going to get it done anyway, so get it fixed, and then go to court and say, hey, look here, I've gotten it fixed. I'm in compliance.
Mm-hmm.
Can we drop this ticket? And maybe that'll work out.
I think it couldn't hurt. I don't know what your JP is going to be like. He or she might be having a good day.
Yeah.
Might be having a bad day.
I am not I'm not good at talking to police. So my wife was like, do not say anything to the policeman because I get very upset.
It's pretty common to talk your way out of a crime. It's pretty common. You can just talk your way out. I don't know why people don't get angrier more often. It never happens, dude. Just bite your tongue. Bite your tongue. Talk to the judge.
She gets out of tickets all the time.
Well, I was joking.
Yeah, but like
you don't.
I don't.
She does.
That's
why you shut up.
Yeah,
I shut up. There's no such thing as being smarter or more aware of things than a cop. The more you talk, the more you earn.
Wow.
Just shut up and talk to your lawyer.
Well, yeah, that's probably the right way to do it, but it just doesn't. It doesn't feel right to me.
No, it doesn't. Right.
I mean,
right.
Now listen. I understand sometimes I'm wrong, and if I'm being
wrong is just as silly as right. It doesn't matter.
If I'm being penalized for something I did wrong, that's fine. If I feel like I'm being unjustly penalized, rather than take it up with the courts, I tend to take it up on the spot.
Well,
and that's
you know what the cops
idea.
say about that? You might beat the rap, but you can't beat the ride.
Well, I will. You better be careful how we ride, Bubba. Be careful how we ride.
Yeah, I suggest you use the nightstick, officer.
That's right. All right, let's take a break. We'll talk football on the other side. The games got underway yesterday. We'll dig into those a little bit, talk more about the injury bugs that hit everybody, including the Houston Texans. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
Want to see Dallas take on Atlanta at AT&T Stadium? AARP is hooking you up.
I want winners.
Just head to sasportstar.com and register to win a pair of tickets to the Cowboys' final preseason game, Friday, August 22nd at 6 p.m.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys!
It's your chance to catch America's team live before the regular season kicks off.
I like this kind of party!
From AARP and 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning and happy Friday. Made it to the weekend. Now we do have an accident just reported on the northwest side at I-10 eastbound at Medical that is taking up a left lane. On Somerset southbound before 35 on the frontage road, that's a minor wreck. And road work continues on the northeast side at 35 southbound, Thousand Oaks on down to 410. That's in the right lane. This back up now to Judson, so it's going to take you a solid 25 minutes to get through. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí.
Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
JTV Jewelry Television knows you love to sparkle, so now's your time to shine like the star you are. Enter JTV's Shine Like a Star sweepstakes for your chance to win $5,000 in dazzling jewelry from top brands, including Rachel Zoe Jewelry and Judith Ripka Jewelry. Plus, just for entering, get $30 off your next qualifying JTV purchase of $99 or more when you opt in for emails. Enter now at jtv.com/likeastar. And remember, if you love jewelry, you'll love JTV.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radio.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off, free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
The granddaddy of all hunting shows is back, and we are ready to cross the state of Texas to bring the best hunting show to a city near you. The Hunters Extravaganza is a great event for the whole family. We have the latest and greatest the hunting world has to offer, from products to hunts, and feature seminars with Dr. Deer, Gary Robertson, and more. Come enjoy attractions like rattlesnakes, gator country, a fish tank, and many more. Join us in San Antonio for the Hunters Extravaganza. Get tickets at ttha.com. Brought to you by the Texas Trophy Hunters Association.
Attention football fans, AARP Texas is teaming up with San Antonio Sports Star for this season's Dallas Cowboys training camp. Enter for your chance to win a pair of preseason tickets or tickets to a home game. Visit sasportstar.com now to enter for a chance to win. Don't miss out on this opportunity, brought to you by AARP Texas. Whether you're a diehard fan or just love the excitement of game day, AARP Texas has you covered. Again, just go to sasportstar.com and enter for a chance to win big with AARP Texas. It's your chance to experience Cowboys football live. Visit sasportstar.com now.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Multiple tours overseas, long nights monitoring cyber activity, years of protecting the country. It all adds up at University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn up to 90 credits for prior learning, military experience, and training. We call that credit where credit is due. Whether you're active duty and looking at what's next, or a veteran looking for something new, our degrees and certificate programs teach the application of emerging technologies and enduring life skills. So get started on a degree or certificate with personalized local support services and online and hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. At UMGC, you'll find everything from online to hybrid courses and lifetime career services to scholarship opportunities, making your education journey flexible, fast, and affordable. Apply now and save with no application fee through September 3rd. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, yes. Hey, I want to thank the guy who's called in a couple times this week and tell us to talk about sports because no one cares about our lives. We'll do that. We'll talk some sports.
When you're listening tomorrow, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big sports day.
Dude, I'm watching some highlights of this Colts game. You know what? If I'm what's the Colts coach?
Shane Steichen.
You can't play Anthony Richardson in a professional football game. You're going to kill him. He's going to die.
Anthony Richardson, I don't know what his, like we were talking about Madden ratings yesterday. I don't know what Anthony Richardson's awareness rating is, but it's got to be single digits.
Is he blind in his right eye? How did he not see this cat that took him out, that knocked him out of the game?
He took his drop, and then it's like he stepped in two holes, and he was planted there, and he didn't even glance to the right side.
And he was coming. It wasn't like it came from behind him.
No.
Dude, I can't put you out there, man. You're going to get killed.
That dude got a clean hit on him, and then, of course, he walks off the field hanging his arm. He ends up with a dislocated pinky or something like that. But
can you imagine you're the OC, and you're up in the booth, and you see that guy coming around the edge, and you realize about a half second before your quarterback gets planted, he doesn't see this guy coming.
Right.
You had no idea. You accounted for 10 guys on the defense. That 11th. That 11th one, that's the one that got you.
You might want to keep an eye on that guy. He's that's the one that'll come back and bite you.
Good grief, man.
Yeah, he got lit up. Let's start with that game. The Ravens and the Colts. It continues to be the Baltimore Ravens care in the preseason more than they probably should.
Now, for those that saw...
Now, they don't play their start. Like, Lamar doesn't play in the preseason.
What I'm asking is, for those that watched, and I didn't see the game, it appears to me, and it's certainly highlight-driven stuff, but it looked to me like that both the Colts, but more so the Bengal-Eagle game, that the first quarter for both games seemed to be laced with pretty good play. Am I wrong?
Well, certainly in the Bengals game, you saw Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow.
Yeah, the hook and the moves and all. It seemed to be pretty crisp football for the first game.
I got to be honest. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase going up against like a bunch of dudes who probably aren't going to make a team.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing the JV. But
it's rough.
But I will say, at least, and I know I'm just seeing highlights, and God knows watching 3 hours of preseason football is hard. But at least for the first quarter, did anybody else notice that it seemed pretty crisp? This looked like two teams that were further down the road than we're accustomed to for Week 1 playoff.
I thought so, and actually, what I saw of the Colts beyond Anthony Richardson, I thought, I mean, that Riley Leonard kid, he looked okay. Like
I judge it with a grain of salt, but
it's not crisp football.
Was there pre-snap penalties? Did we see a lot of that? Obviously, that'll not make a highlight, but that's really what I'm looking for. Are they able to get to the line of scrimmage and run the play?
Now, the Colts-Ravens game, there was a bunch of penalties.
Was there? Okay, and that's what I expect, quite frankly. And I know I'm not going to see that in the highlight packages, but what I did see, especially from Cincinnati as they're playing a JV team, that looked like a team that's the continuity shows that these guys know each other and they're kind of ready to play.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, Cincinnati, the fact that they went with their guys, it was like I said, it's a little unfair, but it's good to see those teams get on the page early on. And that game, by the way, went about how we thought it would go. We said
money be made yesterday.
Yeah, bet the Bengals in the first quarter. That's the way to do it. And
Baltimore always covers.
Bengals were up 14-7, and the Eagles won the rest of the game 27-10. So if you bet the Bengals for the full game, you're a loser. You bet them for the first quarter,
which is only the part of the game you're going to want to watch anyway.
That's it. I said I don't want to bet on the rest of the Bengals. I just want to bet on Joe Burrow. How about this though? 61 points scored in that game. 60.
And maybe that's my takeaway, that normally defenses are ahead just because of the nature of the game. But you see those crisp offenses, and especially the ones beating threes, it better be that many points.
All those 34.5s that were the totals from yesterday. 34.5. Those numbers were a little low. All three games went over. Like I said, the Bengals-Eagles went way over. There's 46 points scored in the Raiders-Seahawks and 40 scored in the Ravens-Colts game. I thought it was interesting because it's rare that we see that. It's rare that we see top-tier guys out there playing, and it does really – I mean, it shows Joe Burrow was 9 of 10. He's going up against guys that, like I said, they're going to be coaching high school football, like position coaches in high school football next year, or they're going to be selling cars, and he was lighting them up. Jamar Chase lit them up. Shouldn't be a shock, I guess, but it's still good to see that I shouldn't say good, refreshing to see, because rarely in preseason do we see anybody who matters.
Well, I can tell you this: we won't see him again.
No, he's done.
We've seen enough, and if you play him now, it's malpractice.
Yeah.
We've seen enough to know you guys are ready. We'll welcome back in September.
Noe says if the Bengals can play defense, maybe.
Maybe, yes. With that kind of offense, yes, maybe.
But no, the Bengals can't play defense.
No, but
let's not go crazy.
If they could find something, that kind of offense, yes, maybe.
Yeah, let's not get crazy. But yeah, of course. That's their whole thing. They were arguably the best offense in the league last year. Didn't make the playoffs. There's a reason why. It is that. Well, you know what? It's wild that they're in. Somebody was asking me about that yesterday. Like, why do you assume the Texans' offense can't be good because they have a bad offensive line? The Bengals have a horrific offensive line, and that's true.
And the best wide receiver.
That does go a long way, man. And C.J. Stroud's good. He ain't Joe Burrow kind of good.
No.
But it just goes to show, like, if you've got a quarterback, you've got a chance. And seeing Joe Burrow out there against, preseason guys, it just shows you the gap in between the haves and the have-nots.
Although Tanner McKee's numbers look pretty good.
Well, he played the Bengals.
Well, I'm just saying, 20 of 25. I don't care who you're playing.
Yeah, he should be good.
I'm sure it was short, crisp passes, but respect given. You go 20 of 25 any game.
Yeah, he should be all right. He should be all right. He's just not going to be able to keep up with Joe Burrow. And then that's okay. The Eagles put up 432 yards of offense in the game, though. That's probably not. I don't know if Zach Taylor preaches identity and toughness the way that
he does,
but
it's on every.
They ain't got it right now. They ain't got.
They gave up 400 yards in preseason.
432. Let's not shortchange them here. The last game, the Raiders-Seahawks game. Jalen Milroe, it seems like maybe the star of the show. He was getting a lot of love after the game. I didn't see a whole lot of the game. I saw the highlights. He threw the ball pretty well, 6 of 10, 61 yards, but had a couple nice runs, including a 27-yard, looked like a designed run to me. Took off down the right side and got a huge gain. He might have something.
He's a more skilled Jalen Hurts. He has to be in the right place.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be as. Maybe he is going to be as physical as Jalen Hurts. Maybe he's going to be able to get down and dirty in the.
I think he's probably got a little bit more speed. Now he's not going to be as strong. That he doesn't.
No, well, that's
do the
what I
power
mean.
Lift like 800 pounds like Hurts does, but
he is certainly faster than Jalen Hurts.
I think he's. But for him, he's in the right place. There's a lot of places he couldn't play, but there, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. The Seahawks are the Seahawks the kind of team that's going to keep 3 quarterbacks? I don't know.
No, but he might. Well,
I'd want to find a way to keep Jalen Milroe, though. I think
is worthy of a look-see.
Yeah.
I mean, I think last night being a good example, but I think we all saw that he had a potential to find a place. But he's got a little bit of a slow release. We know he's fairly accurate. We know he knows how to win. And he's a 3-tool back, so I'd certainly like to keep him around.
Geno Smith he had one series. He played in the first series, was 1 of 3, 15 yards, then got out of there, sat down. Aiden O'Connell carried most of the load for the Raiders yesterday.
How did Genty do? Do we have numbers for him?
Ashton Genty had 3 carries for -1 yards.
At least he got 3 carries.
I don't think that's what people were hoping for.
No. But I imagine after that they decided we've seen enough.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm still excited to see him play in a real football game. I think he's got some feet.
I think he's good.
Yeah.
I don't think he's.
No, he's not a world changer, but he's the most interesting back to come out in the last couple of years.
Yeah,
I knew what Bijan was going to be. He's no shock, but I don't know how. I know Genty's got a lot of tools. I just don't know how they're going to be applied. Bijan, you could just see stardom if he just got the opportunity. I'm just intrigued by Genty.
I am always team. Don't draft running backs in round 1, and
the other 2 I just talked about. I mean, it's a crapshoot, but I do think that Genty's got something. I just can't quite figure out how it's going to be used.
Yeah.
But he's got good feet. He reminds me a lot. He's a lot closer to Saquon than any other back that's come out in the last couple of years. And I'm not putting him in the same vicinity as Saquon, but I like the vision that kid has.
Some of the other first-round running backs in the last few years. Bijan, like you said, first round 2023.
He's a star written all over him.
Najee Harris, first-round pick. Travis Etienne, first-round pick. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, first-round pick.
Now, I was intrigued by him, by his landing spot. I thought he landed in the perfect place, and even then it wasn't enough.
Josh Jacobs, Jacobs has flashed some brilliance. Saquon, obviously a hit. Rashad Penny. Sony Michel.
JoJo.
Leonard Fournette.
Well, remember Leonard? That was a man amongst boys in college.
In college?
Yeah.
Remember college ain't the NFL.
Well, he turned into an old man against young men when he got to pro.
McCaffrey in 2017. That one worked out. Zeke 2016.
It worked out.
Todd Gurley, which worked out for a minute.
Brief shining moment.
Melvin Gordon.
Well, Melvin was a tough back.
Trent Richardson.
Oh, what a waste. What a bust.
Hard times. CJ Spiller. Gross. Yeah, there's Javid Best, Noshawn Moreno.
Javid. There's a lot of Georgia backs on that list. There's like 4 backs you just mentioned from Georgia.
There are a lot more misses than hits on first-round running backs. Just take one, pick one of the second round. Seems to work out better. And then you don't got to keep them for a 5th year. You ain't got to pay them that 5th-year option. It seems like the better way to go about things. All right, let's take a break. We'll wrap up the first hour of the show. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is calling all golfers. The Fall Golf Classic is back. Mark your calendars for Monday, September 29th, and lock in your spot for one of the most fun golf events of the year at the Olympia Hills Golf Club. For just $120 per player, or $400 for a foursome, you'll get 18 holes of fun, friendly competition, and non-stop laps with your crew. But don't wait, spots will sell out fast, and once they're gone, they're gone. This isn't your average uptight tournament. It's all about cutting loose, enjoying the day, and supporting a great cause. The Community Foundation of the Hill Country. Presented by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Charm Club, and sponsored by Fly by Yingling and PPL Motorhomes. And when the final putt drops, the party's just getting started. Head over to the Break Room Bar on Pat Booker Road for the official after party. Cold drinks, great food, and the perfect finish to a perfect day. Don't get left out. Grab your crew, grab your clubs, and get ready for a Monday you won't forget. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go. Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
Guys are raving that their results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Does RexMD really work?
Over 85% of guys said not only does it work, they saw results the very first night. And you can get your first month free at freerexmd.com with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit freerexmd.com to get your first month free. That's FREEREXMD.com.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
You gotta dip your chicken strips. Hey, this is Kiani.
And this is Tabitha.
And a little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips
is all the different sauces we can dip them in. I like to line up all my favorite sauces so that in every bite, I have a different flavor. Then with the tenderness of the chicken, the juiciness of it, it's all there.
And for me, I like to mix my sauces so I get a little tang and I get a little sweetness all in one bite.
That's what makes it for me. That's what does it for me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauces. Order now on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on
6:51 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Ram says Miller was looking like Houston Deshaun Watson. That might be a little much, but he did look good. And Franklin says Georgia running back's better at fleeing from the police than a defensive back.
Well, I mean, running from the police and just driving fast are two entirely different.
Yeah, they don't really run from the police. They just pull over and get arrested. It's
or crash. It's not so much the speeding; it's the sudden deceleration.
It's the sudden stop. That's always bad for you. Always bad for you. Well, we are back in action tonight, friends. You might have said, "Oh, whew, look at that! We had Thursday night football." Now we can just take a break until the weekend. No. 3 games tonight. Lions, Falcons, Browns, Panthers, Commanders, Patriots. Oh, yes. Everyone's looking forward to them. Yesterday, Rob was most looking forward to Ashton Genty. It wasn't that fun.
No. I'm not blaming him, though.
You got anybody tonight you're looking forward to see? You want to see Shador?
I do.
Okay.
I mean, you want to talk about who's not going to rubberneck a car wreck?
Yeah.
Dude, I'll slow down for anything. So, yeah, I'm all in.
What if Shador just balls out?
He might. I'm actually kind of rooting for him.
Yeah.
I have no ill will towards Shador.
I don't either. Other than, I don't
None.
know. I don't have any ill will. I just think that Shador is what?
He's a Depo kid, of course.
Or Nepo kid. In the words of Jerry, Shador is what Shador is.
Well, I mean,
and that's what he is.
His last name gave him some opportunity, but it's not his fault.
Agreed.
I don't blame him.
Agreed. Joe says Lions Falcons. The over is going to get blasted. Totals 32.5. Well, you got to remember.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised at that one.
These aren't. You're not going to see Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown and Bijan. Those guys aren't playing.
I'm going to see a hell of a lot of Michael Penix.
I don't know. You're going to see a hell of a lot of them.
What? You better. I think that would be – you got Kirk Cousins sitting on the bench. You got some room to risk. I think you better play some Penix. I think you got to treat him like Burrow. I'd play him for a quarter.
I'm curious.
Dude
I wonder what they're going to do.
I'll tell you this. If he doesn't play, that is a very good omen for an Atlanta fan. But I would think I need to get Penix in some live action. I need to put some film up there, especially knowing I got a guy on the bench that could easily just step in. So I can operate with a net here.
Now, I know Hendon Hooker is starting for the Lions. I haven't seen. You know what? Here it says. Raheem Morris says neither Michael Penix nor Kirk Cousins will play in the first preseason game.
I'll tell you what. Either that tells me that he has no faith in that offensive line, or Penix might be a little bit further along than I think.
Yeah. So neither one will play. Let's see what the I don't know who that means is going to start. I don't know who their third guy is.
I don't care now. I mean, third guy is insignificant.
Well, he's the guy who's going to play today.
Yeah, what I'm saying is now I have no interest in the game.
It's going to be we'll see a little bit of Easton Stick.
I can't wait.
And we'll see a little bit of Emory Jones.
Both those guys, if they don't make it in football, have a ride waiting in NASCAR.
That's right.
They chose the wrong sport. Your last name is Stick.
That's right.
You either should be in porn or NASCAR.
I will say this. The Falcons drafted Nick Nash, and I am excited is probably an understatement on how I feel about Nick Nash. Nick Nash was, for my money, he played for San Jose State.
I'm about to say, I have no idea who you're talking about.
He was the best wide receiver in college football last year. Did not win the Biletnikoff.
Yeah.
Fantastic. But that might be the reason for me to watch tonight. Nick Nash. That's who I'm looking to see tonight. All right, we are 1 hour in. We'll do. You know what? Let's do 3 more hours today, Rob. You up for that?
Hey, man, I'm free tomorrow, so let's do it all today. You know what I mean? Let's pile it in. We'll do the whole show.
I'm not unavailable to do the show
I'm
tomorrow.
Free to
so
do other stuff, so let's.
Yeah, we'll take care of the show today. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Get rid of things like furniture, mattresses, tires, and appliances? San Antonio has 4 drop-off centers for residential bulky items conveniently located around the city, open 5 days a week except holidays. Visit sarecycles.org. This service is free for solid waste customers that pay the environmental fee on their CPS energy bill, including customers that live in apartments. Visit sarecycles.org for hours, locations, and accepted materials. That's sarecycles.org.
Now is the perfect time to start on your next success. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start August 13th. An accredited state university, University of Maryland Global Campus offers online and hybrid courses. Plus, you can earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and work experience, or transfer up to 12 credits towards a master's. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chevy.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
Calling all snack MVPs, it's time to huddle up with Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds, the low-carb, high-protein snack with a flavor-packed crunch. From sea salt and cracked black pepper to hot honey, sweet barbecue, and more, these bold bites are ready to tackle your crunch time cravings. Find your flavor playbook at H-E-B and make every bite count. Because when it's crunch time, there's only one snack you need on your team. Southern Recipe Small Batch.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home.
That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Protect your home and auto with a bundle from Progressive so you can stop worrying about them and invent new things to worry about, like snakes in your bedroom. Sure, that sounds incredibly irrational, but now that we've mentioned it, you are a little worried. The odds of one snake, let alone snakes plural, are so slim. But you might want to check. Oh, you're not near your bedroom. Guess you'll just have to sit there and worry about it. So let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin. And over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, heaviest delay is going to be on the northeast side on 35 southbound, Thousand Oaks to 410. Got some road work, only the left lane open, 55-minute delay. The backup starts at FM 1518. Lookout is still a good alternate route. On 35 northbound at Rittiman, disabled vehicle, right lane. 90 eastbound approaching Couples. This wreck has 2 left lanes blocked. That's a 15-minute delay, and those delays start at 36th Street. Loop 410 southbound Valley High. This disabled vehicle's been moved off a main lane, now off to the shoulder. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In college football news, one of the most highly anticipated quarterback prospects is going nowhere after the 2025 season, as Arch's grandfather, Archie Manning, told Texas Monthly. Arch isn't going to do that. He'll be at Texas. In the NBA, the Spurs have signed 6'10" stretch big man Micah Potter to a training camp deal, adding front court depth with shooting upside for floor spacing. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center brought to you by Synergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowteam.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
7:03 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. We'll get back into some football here shortly, but I want to break away. I want to talk about dildo tossing and Schlitterbahn.
Things that really matter.
Moving violations. Happy birthday, No Smarba.
Hey,
one of our brigade bar guys. Havoc says, is Shador brawny? Shador's better than brawny.
No, I think they're about equal. Bronny's got skill. I'm not going to degrade, but I think if you put him at the level of where they're at now.
Shador accomplished a lot more in college than Bronny did.
No doubt. No, I think, but if you talk about skill sets that they're bringing to the professional world, both of them are fully capable football, basketball players, and very good in where Bronny would have been a good college player. He was a McDonald's All-American, and it wasn't on his name. He could play. But I put them very equal. Yeah, they're just good enough to be considered, but maybe not good enough. Both of them. You know what I mean? Both good enough to be where they are. Now, Bronny shouldn't have been drafted, but if he'd have been an undrafted free agent, I think he'd be in the G League doing about what he's doing now, but the Lakers have him.
Yeah.
But I don't think either one of them are going to be long-term successes. You know, both of them are just good enough to be considered.
Fair. All right, I want to get away from football for a minute, and I want to talk about this Project Marvel. You have a little bit of insight into the city council meetings that have been going underway.
Yeah, I mean, I have a little bit of insight, and I have a friend or two that are working on the periphery, but everybody knows what went down the last couple of days. It's time to, the Spurs have given this is what we're going to give you, $1 billion. This is what we got. And it's basically double what the Spurs or the city of San Antonio looks to kick in. So if they're going to put $1 billion in, $500 million from the city, maybe $350 million from the county, we're kind of rounding in on total investment. And the city council met on a long marathon session yesterday and the day before regarding the funding. And our mayor, kind of out of nowhere, continues to want to negotiate what appears to have already been negotiated. Like, we want more ticket money. We want more as a city. And I get it. I understand that she's looking out. She's newly elected, and she's trying to look for the people. But sometimes negotiations are done, and the Spurs, Bobby Perez, their attorney, the Spurs SS&E attorney, has made it very clear. This is it.
So when they came with this $1 billion offer, they said, we're not looking to negotiate.
Yeah,
this
there's
is the
no
offer.
money we're holding back. There's nothing that we've got in reserve in case you want more. This is it.
And we talked about this at the time. The Spurs offer came in higher than we expected it to. Like, this is a very fair offer from the Spurs.
Now, there is a little bit of debate about the firm that the Spurs hired to offer the long-term projections of the investment. That there might be a little bit of commingling, but there's just not and I will agree that it looks a little close. And maybe they're a little optimistic on their projections. And that's their job to do that. You know, they're projecting like $18.7 billion of return, ROI initially and long-term kind of stuff. And it might be a little rosy. But, even if it's rosy and we're still breaking even, brother, we're still ahead of the game. And I get that there's some people a little concerned that the studies that were offered aren't offering the whole picture. I get the sense it might not. But the fact of the matter is it's a good deal. I think everybody who looks at it says the Spurs are in it for a penny and they're in for a pound. They're in it for all they got. They're not asking for anything more than they can get from the city, and they're still looking at doubling the investment. So they're in twice. The county seems to be all in once they cover the cost of getting the Frost and the Freeman and that area cleaned up for long-term prosperity. They're willing to kick in money that they, quite frankly, don't have to.
Yeah.
So we've got a good pool here, and thank goodness city staff and our city manager said, you know what, man, we got to move on. So it looked a little hairy. Yesterday's 9-hour meeting. I mean, it was a long-term thing that I think that our mayor's trying to find, use some leverage that, quite frankly, might not exist.
Now, you told every city's different. Every jurisdiction's different about who has what power. How powerful is the mayor in San Antonio?
Well, she has the force of the podium, but she's just one vote.
Okay.
Of the 11. She's the 11th vote. She has no more sway. Now, she does have some behind the scenes power, but when it comes down to enacting stuff, she has the bully pulpit, but she doesn't have any more strength. Now, the most powerful person in our city is our city manager, but he does.
Who is that?
Eric Walsh.
Okay, and he's also on the did you say Eric or Erica?
Eric.
Okay, he's also one of the 11 votes?
No, he's the city manager, and he works at the pleasure of the city council. Think of Eric Walsh as our CEO of the city. He's the guy who runs the budgets. He is the CEO of the chief operating officer, executive. He's over all of it. But the city manager serves at the pleasure of the council.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, he's running stuff, and he's the one that's in charge of negotiating and all of this kind of stuff. And he kind of put his foot down like, this train's moving. We're going to have to carry on. We understand there's some concerns, and maybe there's some periphery things to be hammered out. But it looks like we're moving forward, despite our new mayor kind of throwing a couple of bits of grit into the machine. Not over yet. There's still a lot to be hammered out, but the Spurs, I think it's been very clear. This is it. There's no more money coming around the bend.
No, I can't imagine.
It was a little disconcerting, and I get that there's some concern about how the money's spent. And there's some people that are here to be roadblocks, and I get that. I mean, that's your job. Make sure we can extract every penny from these billionaires to help out around the corner, help across the street and those that need it. But at the end of the day, this Marvel thing is going to be a good investment for all of us. I think we can all agree that this is something that the city will, if it doesn't happen, it'll take 50 years to get over.
It's going to end up being close to $2 billion in the pot.
We are being, you have to figure these kind of developments, you kind of got to build in that there's going to be some overruns. It's just part of life. But I think that the deal that we're looking at is about as good as we can get right now.
It feels that way. And especially given the fact that this isn't, the Spurs are putting out, the Spurs said, we'll put in $1 billion. The new Spurs building is not going to cost $1 billion.
The Marvel, there's a reason why it's not the stadium plan. It's the Marvel plan.
This is going to do a lot more. Like, the Spurs are kicking in to help upgrade the Alamo Dome at this point. That's so.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't understand where the mayor's coming from. That this is we're
billionaires. We're dealing with people that, quite frankly, could build it all on their own if they really tried. And so I get that we're trying to get there, but at the end of the day, cities that don't, we're buying a boat. The city of San Antonio is buying something that, quite frankly, they don't need. It's an extravagance. It is. But when you buy the boat, the level of entertainment and fun, it just grows. The people that, we become boat people. We have fun, and lots of the big cities are boat people. Yes, it's an extravagance. The city does not need it. And
I disagree with that.
Well, at the end of the day, guns are butter. We could argue whether, where our money should be spent. But the fact of the matter is, it is the front door to our city. It is. When the tide rises with tourism, we have seen over 100 years in San Antonio, everybody's boat raises. Whether you have anything to do with tourism or restaurants, if the restaurants are full on the river, the city is doing pretty good. And we found that over the years that it draws in infrastructure and it draws in other investments. So there is a cost to doing business, and it is $500 million, San Antonio. Yeah. That's the cost of playing with the big boys and being boat people and being the upwardly mobile city that we believe ourselves to be. Sometimes you got to put the money out there and prove it.
You can't be a serious big city if you don't have a pro sports franchise.
It's the truth. It's unfortunate, but, to keep up with the Joneses, you got to buy the boat.
You do. I don't even consider it a boat. I consider it
it's a necessary part of life, and
I consider it a car.
You might be right. We're buying maybe I am going a little bit far with the extravagance, but we do know that.
I think building because they have it. They have it now. And could they build? Could they knock down Joe Freeman and build a new Spurs stadium right next to it? Yeah,
the county
Spurs Arena
was put in that situation, but we don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that. You want to make something bigger. So for that, it is a bit of an extravagance, but it seems like the Spurs are willing to pay to make it.
I think they've been good partners here. Now, I don't trust billionaires as much as I could throw them. I'll tell you that. And they have not made a single decision everything that they offered, it benefits them more. But I'm willing to be that, knowing full well the benefit to what is coming. As long as you're good stewards, as long as we stay on top of things, I think everything's in as good a place as we could actually have hoped it to be.
Now, Big Papa says San Antonians need to understand the increase in hotel tax and the other tax increase doesn't affect us. This November election is so important for the future of our city.
There's some cost to us. We accept that.
You also don't want your city to become so expensive to visit that no one wants to visit anymore.
Oh, we're so far behind that. Go to New York. Go to Denver and look at the hotel restaurant tax.
Look what's happened to Las Vegas.
We are right in line with every other city in the country. We're no more expensive than anyone.
Ray says Spurs put San Antonio on an international map. We can't rely on the Alamo or the Riverwalk.
There's truth to that.
Yeah, how about what Joe says? Missions Baseball Park and Marvel going on at the same time. The amount of construction is going to ruin business. You believe that?
It's a cost of doing business, brother. When everybody bitches about a new road, but they want the road done overnight.
Construction is progress.
It sucks, and you're right. I have good friends, very dear friends, who have lost businesses down Broadway over the years just because we needed the improvements, but it took so long. Yeah. that's why I say we have to be good stewards with this. We have to make sure that costs are maintained and moving along, building with a definite end date. But it's going to suck. But at the end of the day, when all of this is done, we'll be happier for it.
So when is the vote?
November 4th.
Okay. That's the vote, but like for the 11 people to cast their vote?
Oh, the council, no, I think that we're moving in the next 30 days. We'll have it definite, but it's on the ballot. It'll be November 4th when we're voting, both the counties and the cities, it appears. And the counties is definitely already there.
The vibe for the 11, the city council vote?
Well, you can tell the council was on the train, let's do this.
Okay.
We're down the tracks here.
Was she the only detractor?
No, councilman from District 5 was in there too, but you had on the other side, the north side districts were like, hey man, some of us, we got to move along. This is already kind of down the hill. We can't renegotiate what appears to have already been renegotiated. And Eric Walsh said we're moving forward. So it wasn't as smooth as hoped, but if you are pro Project Marvel, we're in a better place than we were day before yesterday.
Franklin says the Missions ballpark is in the worst part of downtown. Could have been by Project Marvel, but that's also kind of the point. Is you hope that you sometimes build new things in the worst part of downtown, hoping that it stops being the worst part of downtown.
And that worst part of downtown, there's already a fair amount of development there. We're talking about the old Fox Tech area for those who are unsure. Yeah. It's the worst part in that it's the last to be developed. I mean, but the growth off of the Riverwalk is already affecting that area. So, right, there's not a lot of development there, but give us 5 years, it'll look phenomenal. That's the idea.
When I moved to Austin in 2004, the idea of going across 35 to the east side of 35 was like,
you fell off the earth.
You don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't just go hang out on the east side of 35. Now look what the east side of I-35 in Austin is. Like, it was the worst part of downtown, and now look what it is.
You can't get there. You can't find property now.
It's the rent's higher over there.
And there's some argument that it's gentrifying. There's a lot of things. I understand cities have to make tough decisions, but this is, I think most can agree, except for those that are anti-tax, anti-everything, that it's probably the best possible thing that could be going on in our city right now. We had our decade of downtown. We saw the improvements that are finally getting close to being done. And now this is the next step in the progress of what is now what we consider to be ourselves an international top 10 flight city in the world, or at least in the United States. This is the next thing we got to do.
Okay. Gun to head now, where are you at percentage-wise on this getting done?
So much is going to ride. And it's tough because the general economy will play a role in this. And as we watch, pay attention to how the grocery bills are being. Because if we're spending this much money and we're still extrapolating and we haven't had an interest rate cut in November and we're looking at a tough Christmas, it'll be hard to vote for this.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all trying to keep money in the bank. So pay attention to that. But I think all things considered, we're in pretty good shape. I imagine there's more than 51% that are pro Project Marvel. We just got to make sure people go to the polls to do it.
Casey says a better example is the area around Del Diamond. It's an entertainment area now. Well, the difference is where they built the Del Diamond used to be a farm.
Right.
Like that's.
But the same idea applies. I mean, now let's not be too rosy because this argument, if we build it, they will come, was applied when we built the Frost Center, and no one ever came. Yeah. I mean, no one built down the road. No one crossed 37. That economic development street that was going to happen from St. Paul Square all the way down to the
I told you the idea that there is an NBA arena and there's no bars or restaurants outside of it is like it's wild to me.
And there's 1,000 reasons why it never happened, and none of them good. But the sum total was it didn't happen, and it probably never will.
Yeah.
So you're right. It doesn't always work. But we're hoping that at least this one is a little bit more accessible. And there's other reasons to be in that part of the world other than Project Marvel.
Herb says this could help us get the NFL. I don't think the NFL's coming to San Antonio.
Now, I will say this. It will help. But when San Antonio does, if ever, it will be in coordination with Austin and San Marcos and New Braunfels, and there'll be a regional stadium built somewhere north of us. It'll never be San Antonio alone bringing a team in. The Alamo Dome will never host a long-term professional franchise.
No.
Monterrey, Mexico has a better shot.
Agreed.
They're ahead of us. by far than San Antonio. So don't expect this to be a natural outgrowth. But I will say
Berlin, Germany is ahead of us in line.
Exactly. So, but I will say when you do build it, it does put the billionaires on notice that this part of the world is willing to spend the money.
Yes.
And so that in that part of a long-term being the tri-professional city that we believe ourselves to be, where we'll have baseball and football, it'll have to involve Austin, San Marcos, New Braunfels. It just will.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
You know, Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit is the prime destination for my pets. It should be for yours. As school's getting back into order and we're getting back into the swing of things, what are you going to do with your pets? You know, sitting at home in their own little kennel, that's no fun. There's a better place, a doggy daycare, if you will. That's Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit. I can speak from experience. My 2 dogs have been there a couple times. They love it. They see the parking lot and they're excited to get there. When I come to get them, they don't even come running for me. They have a good time because the people there, they take care of the pets as well as you do. And if you're worried about setting them aside or you're worried about their rambunctiousness or maybe not so much, each pet is evaluated. They make sure they're in with the same size. They're running with pets that aren't too aggressive or too playful. Mine are a little on the playful side, and they play with other dogs that are. And I'll tell you what, they come home well-fed. You know, how many times have you taken a dog to someplace else and they didn't eat the entire time because they were nervous or scared? My dogs did not deal with that. Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit's easy to get to. It's on 35, just outside of 1604. I cannot recommend them enough. Whether it's every day for that quick getaway on the weekend or maybe it's a long vacation, you can feel comfortable knowing your pets are being taken care of just like you would. Go to mybunkandbiscuit.com for all your details. Head over there and check it out. You owe it to yourself. Take your pets over there to the official pet resort of the Morning Huddle. That's Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit. I know you'll be thanking me later.
Want to see Dallas take on Atlanta at AT&T Stadium? AARP is hooking you up. I want winners. Just head to sasportstar.com and register to win a pair of tickets to the Cowboys' final preseason game, Friday, August 22nd at 6 p.m. 1, 2, 3, Cowboys! It's your chance to catch America's team live before the regular season kicks off. I like this kind of party! From AARP and 94.1, San Antonio's Sports Star.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Bob, do you have a Mike Tyson impersonation?
Sounds like Kitty from South Park.
Yeah, I know.
Like, who is this?
Truman Capote? Truman Capote. That's possibly the worst Mike Tyson impersonation.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Attention football fans, AARP Texas is teaming up with San Antonio Sports Star for this season's Dallas Cowboys training camp. Enter for your chance to win a pair of preseason tickets or tickets to a home game. Visit sasportstar.com now to enter for a chance to win. Don't miss out on this opportunity, brought to you by AARP Texas. Whether you're a diehard fan or just love the excitement of game day, AARP Texas has you covered. Again, just go to sasportstar.com and enter for a chance to win big with AARP Texas. It's your chance to experience Cowboys football live. Visit sasportstar.com now.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. When you're hiring, Have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ.
All right, Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Happy Friday, everybody. There we go. There we go. Did you have me turned down?
Hey,
come on, Edwin.
Look above your left shoulder.
Where's my
What the
cat?
hell? What the hell? Is Kitty Big Balls in there?
It's Pledge. Pledge put it back here.
Well, no, I don't think Pledge normally brings it back. He forgot. We need to have that in here.
Yeah, Edwin.
Well, someone put it
Well,
back
let's
there.
bring KBB
Not
back
me.
in. Well, I didn't think we didn't
yeah,
expect
but can
that
you bring
had
him in
stolen.
here, or
Could you, at a free moment, we
yeah.
I forgot he
I'm
wasn't
feeling
back there.
unprotected.
You forgot?
Oh, no wonder I felt off all morning. KBB was not
He's sleeping.
on Overwatch.
No, he's dead, Edwin. He died.
The stuffed animal.
That's a taxidermied cat. That's not a stuffed animal.
Don't break it to him.
Why is he talking about my cat
He's
like
just
that?
sleeping. Just don't break it to Edwin.
Why is he talking about my cat like that?
That cat's been still for a reason, Edwin. He's not just sleeping.
He just called my pet a stuffed animal.
Oh, well, he has been stuffed.
But you don't call, he's not
Well,
like a
he's been
stuffy.
taxidermied.
He's not a stuffy.
What's the
He's
politically
been
correct
mounted.
way to say Kitty Big Balls?
There is no political way other than Kitty Big Balls has crossed the Rainbow Bridge.
You can call him
We
Uncle
say that.
Baby Billy.
Uncle
if you
Baby
don't-
Billy?
Yeah, if you don't want to call him Kitty Big Balls. Pledger says he forgot to put him
Yeah,
back.
I know.
Sorry, guys.
It's not his fault.
That's all right.
I'm blaming the afternoon crew for not being able
I
to
thought
really.
we were past the point where you had to take him down, Pledger. It was somebody crying again. One of those little bitch-ass afternoon guys giving you, I think there's a cat behind me.
I just blame Joe for everything.
Well, honestly, it's probably Minix.
Well, I'm gonna suppose, and Pledge is listening, so he could probably vouch for this. That I get the feeling that when he gets here, he prepares the studio for his crew, and he goes and gets the cat, takes it out, and then he puts it back. And Jason and Joe never do anything.
But but at one point, Jason or Joe had to.
Oh,
care.
they did. They did care, but I don't even think they notice anymore. But because James, quite frankly, I think before the show comes in, takes the cat out, and they do their show, and then when it's over, because I know that my chair gets switched in and out.
Yeah.
Because I use a different chair, and I know that, and I appreciate James for doing this. He switches it out for Joe, and then when the show's over, I normally come in and my chair's back here. But yesterday, I think James probably had to leave a little early because not only was my chair not switched back, but the cat wasn't here. So I think James, that tells me that James was probably the predicate for all of this, that he's doing it without Jason and Joe even knowing.
But which one of Jason and Joe was complaining about
Both
the
of them
cat?
were. They were bitching like babies. They were. They're both upset that we took such a liking to the animals. They hate animals. I don't know.
What bad
they
people.
kick cats. They kick puppies.
They are such bad people.
So I think James was kind of heading things off at the pass. Now, James, you can verify that if that's in fact the case. But since both of them happened at the same time, I'm like I'm playing detective, and I think that's what happened.
I mean, I don't want all this Cowboys stuff in here.
Well, bite your tongue. Bless your heart.
I don't want that Aggie football in here.
Like I said, bless your heart. See that it has our national championship logo up there.
I don't know if I even want this coyote in here.
See, look at you. Maybe you deserve not to have Kitty Big Balls up
That coyote, remember, a coyote killed Kitty Big Balls.
Well, that's the assumption. I'm not sure it was that one.
No, I don't think it was that one, actually, but it does feel like a representation.
And I've killed my share of coyotes. I've taken a few out, maybe.
All right. I've killed my share of Carbach. I have. And guys, I recommend it highly. I recommend this weekend you find yourself some Carbach to kill off as well. No matter what your preference, if you want something light and sweet, I'll tell you yesterday, Love Street was the way to go yesterday. It was a hot one yesterday, man. And when it's hot outside, that Cole-style blonde, that is the way to take it down. Real smooth, real easy drinking. It's their best seller for a reason. You can find that all over town. When it's not quite baking, I'm a Hopadillo man. I do like a nice IPA. Hopadillo is their flagship IPA, really bitter, in-your-face kind of a hop-forward IPA. I like that. Not all people do. Crawford Bock, if the IPAs aren't for you, Crawford Bock might be. It's a great beer year-round. I think it's their most versatile beer in their lineup. But guess what's coming out? It's almost time. Carbachtoberfest. When Oktoberfest comes around, that means Carbachtoberfest will be coming around. Not only is that a great event that they do in Houston, they're going to have a concert, stuff like that, but it is a great beer that you'll find all over our city in the coming months. So, guys, if you're getting into football this weekend, no matter what you're doing, it's going to be made better by having yourself a Carbach.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, heaviest delay is going to be on the northeast side on 35 southbound Thousand Oaks to 410. Got some road work, only the left lane open, 55-minute delay. The backup starts at FM 1518. Lookout is still a good alternate route. On 35 northbound at Rittiman, disabled vehicle, right lane. 90 eastbound approaching Couples. This wreck has 2 left lanes blocked. That's a 15-minute delay, and those delays start at 36th Street. Loop 410 southbound Valley High. This disabled vehicle's been moved off a main lane, now off to the shoulder. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Golf Classic is back, baby. Get the crew together. Guys, gals, the whole gang. And join us Monday, September 29th at Olympia Hills Golf Club for a laid-back day full of swings, laughs, and a little friendly trash talk. It's just $120 per player or $400 for a foursome. A steal for a day on a beautiful course with your buddies. Proceeds benefit the Community Foundation of the Hill Country. But don't worry. This the course. We'll keep the party rolling at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, where the drinks are cold, the food is hot, and the stories are even better. Get ready to tee off on the best Monday you'll have all year. Grab your spot now at sasportstar.com.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Here in Texas, we know that trust is earned and reputation matters. Since 1993, Thomas J. Henry dedicated himself to building a firm that injured clients can trust and that Texans can respect. A firm where no defendant is too big and no case is too small. Backed by a track record of success and a commitment to our clients, Thomas J. Henry remains the name you can depend on if you have been injured. Trust the firm that stands for you. Trust Thomas J. Henry. San Antonio, Texas.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
The granddaddy of all hunting shows is back, and we are ready to cross the state of Texas to bring the best hunting show to a city near you. The Hunters Extravaganza is a great event for the whole family. We have the latest and greatest the hunting world has to offer, from products to hunts, and features seminars with Dr. Deer, Gary Robertson, and more. Come enjoy attractions like rattlesnakes, gator country, a fish tank, and many more. Join us in San Antonio for the Hunters Extravaganza. Get tickets at ttha.com. Brought to you by the Texas Trophy Hunters Association.
Have you tried hands-free Skechers slip-ins yet? Because if you haven't, you're missing out on technology that changes how you think about shoes. First, these are not just regular slip-on shoes. They're not just a pair of loafers without laces. But what makes them different is the technology inside that lets you just step into them. There's a built-in hidden shoehorn that slides your foot in, so they look, feel, and wear just like a pair of shoes you're used to. Except you don't have to bend down, struggle to put them on, or touch them. Try them at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
If you didn't think skipping breakfast was a big deal, you'd be right. Before. But now, Wendy's has Buck Biscuits. We're talking sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or even the Honey Buddy chicken biscuit for just $1 each. Seriously, you can get all 3 if you want. They're just $1, so you'll never skip breakfast again. If you're smart. Breakfast for $1? Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Limit 5 qualifying items per transaction. Not valid in a combo while supplies last.
Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Many of the successes you've had began with a great opportunity. Now, here's another one. Get started on your degree or certificate in San Antonio. Choose from more than 135 degree and certificate programs, faster onboarding, and more from University of Maryland Global Campus. Get personalized local support services and take online or hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Cowboys getting ready for preseason game number 1. What are we looking for?
We will talk about that on The Blitz, plus react to the 3 games that were played on Thursday night.
And good news, we've got football tonight we'll talk about.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Pete says we're going to have to trade you for hate, AJ. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know, man. Pete's trying to get rid of me. I don't know. Hey, I got the projected. Now, this is it's early yet, and there is someone notably absent from this list, but I'll get your thoughts on it. The projected 2028 Team USA Olympic basketball roster.
Oh, this is interesting. All right.
You tell me if you think this is close to what it looks like. Bam Adebayo, Paolo Banchero, Devin Booker, Jalen Brunson.
This is the usual suspects, yeah.
Cade Cunningham, Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards, Joel Embiid.
Well, I don't think he'll be on that roster.
Okay.
I don't think Embiid will be there.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, that'll be a reach.
Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Jalen Williams.
I would put Cooper Flagg in there.
That's the one I was surprised to not see.
And only reason I say that, it might not even be on merit, but he's part of the basketball, the Team USA basketball. I mean, he's been part of it. He worked out against the Olympic team last year, and when you do that, that's part of the promotion process. You know, he played the 18U team. He's done all the stuff. Embiid didn't work out He did what he was. It didn't fit. It didn't work with him last year.
That roster would have 5 cuts from the 2024 team. That would be LeBron, Steph, Durant, Drew Holiday, and Derek White.
Time to go. Derek White's probably a player in there. I wouldn't exit him out. But the other guys, yeah, we knew that was it. They got the Parisian treatment. We waved goodbye. You held the rep medal. It's time to go, brothers. You're old.
Okay, so here's the other guys who it says are on the radar because I'm with you. I don't think Joel Embiid's on, but the first guy I thought of taking his spot was Evan Mobley.
I would have no problem with that. Do we know who the coach is yet?
We don't.
Yeah, so that'll have some sway there too.
Okay, so Evan Mobley, Jaylen Brown, which I was surprised not to see his name too.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Flagg, Amin Thompson.
Ooh, that'd be good.
This is one that I don't know. Maybe some people might like, some people might not. I think his game fits with international ball. Karl Anthony Towns.
It absolutely fits.
Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, all of these guys are all worthy. I have no problem. But where? How much room do you got?
Jaren Jackson, John Morant.
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
Zion Williamson.
No.
God, if he could be healthy.
Don't we wish? But
if he had 2 healthy years.
If I was on the team and he made, I'd be mad.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't. No.
Okay. Trae Young, Tyrese Maxey.
All these guys. Yeah.
LaMelo Ball.
Maxey put him up on the top of that list. He's one of those guys who's got some international experience. He played with Team USA before. He's an 18U kid, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him in the final cut.
LaMelo Ball, Tyler Hero, Brandon Miller. Anybody, if you play hard defense, they'll find a way.
The first replacement on that list would be Bam Adebayo. The next one out, I think, would be Bam, and that would be on Bam's decision. He has earned his place there. We have to remember, we sent the dream team, but for the most part, we try to send a good team. We don't always send the best. We send the best team.
I also don't know that Anthony Davis will be on that team at 35 years old.
If he wanted to be, I wouldn't have a problem. If he came to Grant Hill, who runs USA Basketball, and said, I'd like to play, how do you say no? I would have no problem because he's still got game. We're not talking 3 years down the road.
The other guys, the last 2 guys that they list are Trey Murphy and De'Aaron Fox.
I think your time will come, but De'Aaron Fox, no, you have to be. There is some lineage to this. You have to have played a role, and maybe you never got invited and you wanted to, but I think De'Aaron's time has come and gone.
Okay. Yeah, the guys that jump out to me is Maxey, Jaylen Brown, and Cooper Flagg are the names that
I think those 3 would, if they made it, and but I can't imagine.
And Evan Mobley.
List, yeah.
But, so I would probably add those 4, and I would expect no Embiid, no Adebayo. I'd say no Tyrese Halliburton.
But that would be physically. You might not be ready.
The other one that I think will fall off will either be Devin Booker or Jalen Brunson. One of those 2 won't make it.
If you were going to replace him with Tyrese Maxey, who's going to be mad?
Right.
And so I think that I appreciate that roster. A lot of it will come down to who's going to be the coach, and we're a long way away. Health will play a role. There'll be 1 or 2 that just can't.
Yeah. Ray says, why not Harper? Well, I mean,
we've got a long time.
It's a long, yeah.
Dylan's, we hope, is a 15-year pro.
2032.
We got a couple more Olympics. Everybody should get their chance. Yeah. But the good news is we can transition away from Durant and LeBron and really not feel it. And Steph and all the guys that have carried us for the last 15 years. You just named a team that, this is going to be hard. France is good. Spain is good. Canada is good. So we're going to have to send a very, very good team that's deep, because that's the one thing that the Team USA will always have over international teams is we might not be able to match their top 5, but we can match their 15 and then some.
Well, and that's kind of the knock of losing LeBron and KD and Steph is there's some corporate knowledge stepping out the door. They have been the stars. They have been the top of the roster
we
guys.
said goodbye to Michael and Larry.
I know.
I went through it and like, how are we going to do it? And the world is caught up. They have.
But also remember when we said goodbye to Michael and Larry, what happened to us in international play?
Right, it got ugly. And we learned at that moment that the first time we sent our pros, we just sent the top players in the world. I mean, we took 1 to 15 and sorry, Isaiah, and went. And it didn't matter. Now, we can't just send our 15 best. We've got to send the best team. And sometimes that means some good dudes don't get to go, and Mason Plumlee does.
Well, you only get 12 now.
Yeah. So
you can only send 12.
And we have to send the best team because talent for talent, France is going to line up with some good dudes, man. Canada can line up 5 that can beat anybody in the world. Now, they can't line up 10, and neither can France. So we have to
Germany, too, is getting there.
Yeah, as long as the Wagners are around.
Yeah.
So it's not as easy to replace, but I'm glad to kind of wave goodbye to that generation that we've watched been remarkably successful over the last 15 years, 16 years. But it's time to turn the page.
If one of those guys wanted to play.
You say yes.
I think so, too.
Yeah, if any of those guys called and said, I'd like to play,
I would hope all 3 of them don't say that.
Mm-hmm.
But if one of them was like, I'd like to be part of this.
Steph won the last one.
Steph was the best player on the team.
So those guys called, you're more than welcome. And I'll call Paolo. Don't worry. I'll take care of it if you want to come, if LeBron says I'm coming. Paolo will get his shot later.
Yeah, the youngest guy, if you don't count Cooper Flagg or those guys, Paolo would be the youngest guy on that roster. He'd be 25 years old in 2028. Jalen Williams would be 27. Cade Cunningham would be 26, although I think Cade's game is ready. He's one of the guys. I expect, like if you said who's the starting 5 that they build around, my guess is Cade Cunningham will be on the floor with the first 5.
I would have no problem with it. Again, it's going to come down to the coach.
Yeah, but that would be my expectation anyway. But yeah, so I don't know without saying, and I know they're long in the tooth, but without saying LeBron and KD and Steph Curry, it does feel like
it's going to be weird.
It's going to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's an uphill battle.
It's hard enough with them. I mean, it took a Steph 3-pointer at the buzzer to beat France. Well, granted, they were at home.
Yeah,
but. And there's no guarantees. It could be very, it could be a shock to the system when you come home with a bronze and go, we couldn't have played any better. I mean, we played good.
Pete says, my favorite thing was, sorry, Isaiah, and choose Christian Laettner. Michael was a bitter, bitter man, wasn't he?
Jordan rules my ass.
You were on the wrong side of
I read that
one.
book. I read that book. Why don't you stay home, Isaiah?
Yeah, that's we all make our choices, and we live with the consequences. And Isaiah, he lived with the consequences.
They're written in the book. That's all I'm saying.
And that was the peak of Christian Laettner.
Well, that's the other silliness. They needed him to carry the bags. Let's be real.
Let's remember Christian Laettner, what he had just done.
He had the same Q rating as all the other players. He just wasn't as good.
Yeah, it was just. It also was a way to kind of tie in that, we're still nodding to the amateurism of the game.
Well, A&M had the 12th man. They had theirs. He represented the student body.
That's right. All right. The NFL, the other things that were going on in the NFL, particularly for the Houston Texans. Yesterday was D-Day for the Texans. It was a rough day. We talked about, man, what all would have to go wrong for the Texans for them to not win the AFC South. And
this is one of those things.
Well, this again, CJ Gardner-Johnson is been one of the more fast rising young players. I've been super impressed with him. Being without him it's a bad start for a defense that they're counting on to kind of carry the load.
Are we waiting on an MRI?
They did say his ACL was intact.
Yeah.
So that's the upside of it. But my guess is he's not going to at least start the season.
6 weeks, yeah.
That's bad news. But apparently he tackled John Mechie, and after making contact, fell to the ground, couldn't move his lower right leg, and was rolling around on the ground in pain. That ain't good. His job was to replace Eric Murray, who left in free agency. They still have some nice things. Derek Stingley's still good. Kamari Lassiter's still good. But on top of that, it appears that they have Jimmy Ward. I don't know what's going to happen with this because this is the second time he's been arrested now. This is the second time in 2 months Jimmy Ward's been arrested.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no bail listed, but he will be released today by court order, at least according to Montgomery County Jail's website. But his lawyer says that he was arrested because he tested positive for alcohol in violation of his previous release.
He might do time, man.
Now, Ward says he was not aware he couldn't drink alcohol.
Yeah, that works. Most judges are very happy to hear, oh, you didn't know. I'm sorry.
We didn't make it clear to you?
Was that wrong? You didn't know that the next alcohol offense that you were in here for, that first alcohol offense?
Oh, well.
You didn't know. Oh, okay.
This first offense was a little more severe than alcohol. He was first arrested in June in Magnolia on a felony charge of assaulting a family/house member, impeding breath circulation. That's never good. Impeding breath circulation is always
you strangled him but didn't mean it. That's not strangulation. That's impeding airflow.
A woman called authorities, said that he assaulted, strangled, and threatened her, and an emergency protective order was filed. Ward was released after posting a $30,000 bail.
Oh, I know there's two sides to every story.
He was supposed to go to grand jury on August 31st, and that Ward would be, quote, his lawyer says that's when he'll be vindicated. But now...
So this hasn't been adjudicated. This is still outstanding.
Still
hadn't been tried.
Yeah. So he's out on bail and gets hit with this alcohol charge.
And he's bailed out, and did he get out? Is he bonded out now?
Yes.
Okay.
He will be today.
So he's been sitting in the pokey, and he expects to bond out today, but he's going to have to see a judge.
Yes. Yeah, he'll be out today.
Well, we don't know.
The website says he's going to be out today. I don't know. But
the bond might get pretty big.
I would guess so. But now you're talking about piling up problems, and that's
it's
not
the same jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Man.
Yep.
I hope he's gone to church. I hope he go in front of the same judge for another thing.
Yeah.
Right, good luck.
Well, we'll see what happens with this. It's certainly not good. But that on top of C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and again, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, it could have been worse. It could have been an ACL. It's not. That's the good news. The bad news is it still looks like it's not a. This isn't like a nick. This is an injury,
and this is at a position that they cannot afford to lose even one snap of production.
Yeah, so that's the downside. And again, once you start piling up injuries at one position, you start to stack them. It can get bad in a hurry. But yeah, not a good day of practice for the Texans.
And every team's going to have one of those days. You just hope it isn't as bad and it happens soon.
I guess so.
You want it to happen this week.
Yeah. I mean, the earlier the better, certainly. Houston will play tomorrow. They're headed up to Minnesota. Minnesota, eh? They're going to play the Vikings on NFL Network. You'll be able to see that 3 o'clock on NFL Network. But yeah, my guess is Jimmy Ward's not going to make that flight. He's going to
sitting in the ice tub.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll be like that kid on the plane that makes sure they don't choke anybody. There was a little kid on our plane. I don't know what's going on. I mean, this kid could have had some sort. I don't know. He could have had some sort of autism. I don't know. I'm not here to judge, but it did look really funny. He was sitting there with like his grandpa or something, and he had some sort of device on where he was wearing mittens or some sort of gloves
that were strapped to his chest.
Were strapped to his chest, and he was just like, he was immobilized. He looked like Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs.
All I can think of, where was that when my boys were like 12 and 8? Can I buy that in a kid's size?
You talk about raw dog in a flight.
Dude, just strap your arms.
You can't play with your phone, your iPad. You're just like this. And he was in the very front row. So all he was staring at was that wall in front of him. Shoo-wee.
His name was Hannibal.
Baby Hannibal.
Baby Hannibal.
His dad was
Your fava beans are coming.
His grandpa was like, I wouldn't make eye contact with him.
Look at him.
Don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact.
You can smell fear. Yeah, you can get on the plane first. Can we board early? Look at him.
Oh, man.
Don't look him in the eye.
Yeah, so that was very scary for us. Very, very scary. All right, coming up in the next hour, we will give away some Hunters Extravaganza tickets, and we will take a look at some of the games coming up this weekend, see what we're looking forward to in this weekend's NFL preseason games. Halfway there on a Friday. Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM, Floresville.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
Explore more than 200 online degrees and programs at American Public University with flexible, affordable learning plus resources to support your mental health and career goals. You'll never feel alone on your path to success. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio where I've practiced for more than 30 years. And San Antonio has really grown since I started practicing law. The risk of injury in a car crash today is greater than it's ever been because every day we're forced to share our roads with 80,000-pound 18-wheelers and some truly dangerous drivers. If you or a family member is injured in a car crash, know this. The insurance companies are mobilized against you. They have highly trained adjusters and a long roster of attorneys with one job: pay as little as possible. Their techniques are extensive, and I believe you have zero chance of obtaining a fair recovery on your own. If you're involved in a car crash, you need to hire an attorney as soon as possible after the collision and before you speak to the insurance company's adjusters. Now, I do not have a comic book nickname. I do not call myself the Law Eagle, the Tiger Lawyer, the Law Chupacabra. I think the practice of law needs to be taken more seriously. If you've been injured, call me, Jason Thompson, for a free consultation. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400, or my website, alawyerforus.com.
School's out, summer's in, and that vacation countdown is officially on. But what about your four-legged MVP? Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit in Selma has your furry family member covered. Daycare, boarding, grooming, and training, they've got it all. They're built for your pet's health, happiness, and tail-wagging good times. If you're in the military, your teacher, or your first responder, they've got barking good exclusive discounts. So go ahead, book that trip, hit the beach, crush your summer plans. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit has your pet in good hands. Because home away from home isn't just for humans. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits in Selma.
Circa Million and Circa Survivor are back with a massive $21 million in guaranteed prizes. Circa Million, pick 5 games against the spread each week. 126 ways to win with $6 million guaranteed. Circa Survivor, 1 pick a week, no point spread. Last the longest to win it all. $15 million guaranteed. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $21 million guaranteed. Visit circasports.com for details.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go.
Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
Guys are raving that their results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Does RexMD really work?
Over 85% of guys said not only does it work, they saw results the very first night. And you can get your first month free at freerexmd.com with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit freerexmd.com to get your first month free. That's FREEREXMD.com.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Road work on 35 southbound Thousand Oaks on down to 410 is causing a 90-minute delay. Only that left lane is open. Traffic crawling along from Wiederstein. Lookout is a good alternate route. On 35 upper level southbound Laredo Street, getting reports of some debris in the roadway. I-10 westbound Vance-Jackson, that stall's blocking the median. And the wreck we had at 90 eastbound approaching Couples, that just cleared. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
Rise and hot! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Tomorrow afternoon at 6, the Cowboys travel from training camp in Oxnard to Los Angeles to take on the Rams in their first of 3 preseason games. Pre-game at 5. Presented by AA Best Bell Barnes, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. San Antonio Sports Center.
In college football news, one of the most highly anticipated quarterback prospects is going nowhere after the 2025 season, as Arch's grandfather, Archie Manning, told Texas Monthly. Arch isn't going to do that. He'll be at Texas. In the NBA, the Spurs have signed 6'10" stretch big man Micah Potter to a training camp deal, adding front court depth with shooting upside for floor spacing. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
8:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Rob and AJ on a Friday. Yay. Oh, Vic will be back on Monday, we think, if he's still alive. I haven't heard from him. So
it's Tuesday.
Tuesday. He's off on Monday, too?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What the hell?
I didn't know. I was unaware.
What?
He is in parts unknown.
My goodness.
I think.
What a vacation. What a life he must be leading. Oh. What about you, Edwin? How do you feel about it? You've had to work a bunch of days in a row. You're not used to this.
I worked all week last week, too, because of the training camp.
Oh, are you just exhausted?
No, I'm fine.
Well, you're making extra money. You got to take us to lunch.
Oh, I didn't know that. You're rich now?
Yeah, look at all the money he's making.
A little bit.
Good for you.
A little bit of scratch.
All right.
Don't blow it on hookers and blow, Edwin. That happened last time.
Oh, that's Edwin's MO.
That was not.
That is his move.
I can't help myself.
Edwin loves hookers. Loves them. All right. The 3 down, and we got what? 13 to go.
Busy weekend.
Yes, certainly is in the NFL. Just kind of wanted to run through the schedule and see if there's anything in any of these games that you're excited about. If there's any matchups or any position battles or anything that you're excited about. We talked about Detroit and Atlanta tonight. the idea that the Falcons not going to play Penix or Kirk Cousins, a little bit surprising to me.
I'm going to view it as a positive sign for Penix.
I think it's a good way to look at it.
It's either he's so far away, I don't want to show that he's a long way away, or he's cracking along just fine. And I'm going to land there because no team is better equipped to start the season than Atlanta as far as if you have two quarterbacks, you got none. But at least they got two quarterbacks. Not too many teams can say that.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I would have liked to see a little Penix, but I get it. I get what they're doing. 109er says, I don't think Edwin likes AJ. 109er, I think you're on to something. That's been
Edwin loves everybody.
That's
not
pretty
to lie.
clear.
Depends what day.
Yeah. Cleveland in Carolina. I mean, obviously, the quarterbacks in Cleveland are what everybody's going to be watching. Shador is going to get the start, which is funny. And are they trying to set Shador up for failure?
Oh yeah. He hadn't even run with the ones, and he got the call. Are you kidding me?
It is kind of wild, but I mean, you're giving him a start, and it's against Carolina. There's worse things that could happen to you.
Truly, all you can ask is, give me the ball. Let me prove it. I mean, there's no better opportunity. You're not getting it in practice. At least you're going to get it in the game.
Washington is at New England tonight. That is the other.
Which team needs to look best early? Just that, they're both kind of, even though Washington had more success, they're both kind of on the same trajectory. You expect improvement from both of these teams.
I don't know. I expect improvement from Washington. If Washington improves, the league's in trouble.
Well, I do expect improvement. I do. I don't expect that Jaden's going to jump, that sophomore slump is imminent. But this team, there's some games, there's some things that I expect them to be better at. I mean, that's just the growth of a good team to a better team, I would think.
I will say New England is certainly one of those teams that feels like they've got an up arrow next to them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a ton of talent. I do believe in Mike Vrabel as a coach. I thought Tennessee was foolish to fire Mike Vrabel. I think we're already seeing New England reap the benefits, and we're seeing Tennessee, reap the other side of things. But no, Washington, to me, I'm not sure if I feel like last year was a flash in the pan. I think that's probably not the fair.
So if you thought that, and let's say you were on the inside of the fence, Dan Quinn knows what a good team looks like. Hell, he's coached some good ones. I mean, he's taken teams to the Super Bowl. If he saw this team and it was marked improvement, this is, the continuity helped, and we're only missing our wide receiver, but, Jaden's better. This offense looks better. The line's better. I'm not sure I wouldn't show that off pretty early. I'm not sure I wouldn't pull the Joe Burrow and let's go 4 series with my starters and then never see him again. Just sit them down for the rest. And if they're, if I'm seeing some things that look like sophomore slump and we're not all together, I'm not sure how much I play anybody.
I wouldn't put Jane Daniels on the field.
No. Well,
listen, did you see this week Mike Vrabel with the bloody nose, like he had to go in and break up a fight? That was at the joint practice between the Commanders and the Patriots. If
say no more,
emotions are high enough that's happening, I ain't putting my hopes and dreams out there on that field. I'm just not.
This is the witchcraft of growing a quarterback, that there is no right answer. I don't know what you do with a sophomore quarterback. I don't know if you hold him back for fear that you don't want him to get, the film is now going to be evident. Let's not prove the fact and let him continue to do things that he did last year that are going to be to his detriment? Or do you get him out there to work through the problems? Do you get him out there knowing full well your first couple of preseason games, they've schemed for you, man. They know exactly the things you really love to do over the last 2 years. And I'm going to put him in a situation to do that and see if he can overcome it, or do you hide him from it?
I think you hide him from it.
Yeah.
My expectation is Jaden Daniels won't play. The backup for the Commanders is Marcus Mariota. He has not been practicing. He's been injured. He didn't even make the trip.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Josh Johnson and Sam Hartman.
So I'm not running any ones at all.
No.
Nobody.
I think that's what it boils down to. And Cliff has said that Sam Hartman, his performance has been up and down. He's like, I'm excited to see him, but because his camp's been up and down. I think he's got a lot to prove. He's got to take care of the ball better. He's got to establish a rhythm. But he said that remember he had shoulder surgery in the offseason. But he said I think he's at his best when the lights are on.
How's his beard?
I'm
still
guessing
perfect?
it's pretty magnificent.
Okay.
Yeah, that's always been.
That's really all that matters.
That's always been something that's very, very strong for him. I'll tell you, one of the guys I'm looking forward to seeing is Luke McCaffrey, who he was, for a kid that played at Rice.
They're all athletes, man.
He was explosive, and I feel like he's got something. Obviously,
what position?
Wide receiver.
Okay.
Obviously, Terry McLaurin's issue is still ongoing. I think you see if you've got enough in Luke McCaffrey that
that's a big ask.
I mean, he's not going to replace Terry McLaurin, but if Terry McLaurin continues to hold out, do you at least have a guy you can put in there until you get it resolved?
Was he always a wide receiver?
No, he started as a quarterback.
That's what I thought. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, started as a quarterback, then moved to wide receiver.
Right.
He played most of his time there at wide receiver, though.
But he got there as a quarterback.
Yeah. He is a freakish athlete.
Yeah, that whole family, man, they're wound tight.
So that's the guy I'm probably most looking forward to seeing in that game tonight. Tomorrow, the Giants are in Buffalo. For me, I'm more interested in seeing what the Giants do with their quarterbacks. I think we've accepted that it looks like it's going to be Russell Wilson.
I think it's already been announced, right?
I think so,
Russell's to lose, something to that. I don't think it's guaranteed, but Dable said it's Russell's to lose, kind of.
Right, but we talk about this sometimes, like, why?
Yeah, exactly. What are you
gaining out of this?
And I know what I'm getting in Russell. So I want to see rookie. I think he might be pretty good. I don't have a good track record when we're talking about SEC mid-level quarterbacks, but Jackson Dart got him an arm. You don't come out of that system without knowing how to play quarterback. I mean, Lane Kiffin, he'll get you ready for the league.
Jackson Dart is going to play. Brian Daboll said that rookies will get as many reps as we can give them in the preseason. Now, that said, Brian Daboll, we talked about it yesterday when we were talking about Jim Harbaugh being a great preseason coach. Brian Daboll's 1-9 against the spread so far. No, 1-11, sorry, against the spread in preseason football. That ain't very good.
But I do want to see a lot of Dart. I do.
Yeah.
I want to because I'm not a very good judge, but at some point I'm going to be right, and he's the guy that I'm kind of all in this year.
From what I understand, I guess that's the other thing. Cam Scadaboo, injured, so he's not going to play. So that's a bit of a bummer.
That is a bummer.
But something else to keep an eye on for the Giants is that Mike Kafka is going to be play calling, and how different is that from Brian Daboll calling plays? My understanding of it is the playbook is a lot thinner.
He got the Shedeur Sanders playbook?
I don't think it's just him. I think the entire Giants offense got a thinner playbook this year than with Brian Daboll.
With the expectation that they're just going to narrow in on what they're good at?
That's what it seems like to me.
And what is that?
I think when you have Russell Wilson, you hope that you're going to be good at throwing
play
the deep
action
ball
and move in the pocket kind of stuff.
And I think when you look at who's there, your goal as an offense is going to be get the ball in Malik Neighbors' hands. I mean, he seems to be their best player on that side of the ball. That's my guess is the whole idea of their offense is try and find a way to get the ball in his hands and make something good happen.
8 ways to get it to Malik.
That's it. Hey, if it gets the job done. We talked about Houston and Minnesota quite a bit.
What's their quarterback name in Minnesota again? What's that guy's name?
J.J. McCarthy.
Oh, yeah. I vaguely remember that name.
Yes.
Are we going to get to see him?
We will get to see him.
He's real.
Yes.
A lot of pressure on that kid.
Yeah, there is. But you know what? That is one of the games that I am looking forward to watching this week just for that reason. Like that's I'm into it just to see him.
How high did they draft him?
11th, I think, somewhere around there.
It's been a long time since a quarterback was anointed like him.
Well, I don't know that he's anointed.
Oh, are you kidding? He was going to be the starter the moment he walked in. Sam Darnold shows up and was, I know, but I'm talking about anointed. And think about what has occurred. So the moment he walked in the building, he was the starter. Sam Darnold steps in and has one of the more remarkable seasons what was thought of to be a backup, washed-up quarterback could ever have. It would have been real easy to sign Darnold. Yeah. It would have been so easy to keep him and tell JJ, your time will come, man. Sit and percolate. And wave goodbye to Darnold, and the anointed one is still coming. They love this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a long time since a quarterback has gotten that kind of except if he was a number one overall, I would say, of course they're doing this. But at 11, especially after Darnold's year?
Listen,
man.
All I'm going to say is, until I'm proven wrong, I have a lot of trust in Kevin O'Connell.
Well, look what he did with Darnold. So
that's what
I believe you. But
I mean, he had Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins was like a world beater. Kirk Cousins in Atlanta, they made him the backup. He had Sam Darnold. Nobody's gotten a drop of good out of Sam Darnold. He made Sam Darnold look like one of the better quarterbacks in the league. I just assumed that Kevin O'Connell said, this is the guy I want.
And they knew the moment he walked onto the campus, like he had got drafted, he walked in, he threw one time and said, there's our starter.
They always so remember J.J. McCarthy ran a Harbaugh offense at Michigan, so it didn't really he wasn't a featured guy in that offense.
That's why I'm eager to see this.
But there has always been talk that he is a lot more than what he showed in college. And so we'll see. We'll see how true that is.
He's got plenty of tools, at least in preseason.
Yeah.
He'll be one hand without, a month?
Exactly. When we come back, we'll get into the rest of the games, and we'll start with the Rams and the Cowboys because that game is a 6 o'clock start there on Saturday. So we'll do that coming up, and we'll give away some Hunters Extravaganza tickets this hour as well. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Rising hot! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Tomorrow afternoon at 6, the Cowboys travel from training camp in Oxnard to Los Angeles to take on the Rams in their first of 3 preseason games. Pre-game at 5, presented by AA Best Bell Barnes, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
We're on the air with Joe Exotic. Okay, so we get 2 baby tigers. Like, it's 6 months. What do they weigh?
About 80, 90 pounds in 6 months.
80, 90 pounds?
They'll start eating a cow a week about 1.5 years.
Really? Now, if you have a dog that you don't like, you just throw it in there?
People have been known to feed their husbands to them, so why not a dog?
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The granddaddy of all hunting shows is back, and we are ready to cross the state of Texas to bring the best hunting show to a city near you. The Hunters Extravaganza is a great event for the whole family. We have the latest and greatest the hunting world has to offer, from products to hunts, and features seminars with Dr. Deer, Gary Robertson, and more. Come enjoy attractions like rattlesnakes, gator country, a fish tank, and many more. Join us in San Antonio for the Hunters Extravaganza. Get tickets at ttha.com. Brought to you by the Texas Trophy Hunters Association.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or alawyerforus.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for. From smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
Lowe's knows when you're looking for reliability, the right brand makes all the difference. And now, Lowe's is the exclusive home improvement retailer for the Whirlpool water treatment line, including their Wi-Fi softener, under-sink filtration system, and more. With Whirlpool's proven performance and our everyday low prices, better tasting, better quality water is within reach. Shop pro-trusted brands like Whirlpool and more, in-store or online. Lowe's, we help, you save.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime! Sounds like you had a good interaction this morning, Rob.
I ran into Greg Shelton. Let me tell you, do not leave a cupboard door open.
Edwin, did you leave that cupboard door open in there?
No.
Are you
Somebody
sure?
gonna get whooped.
I'm sure.
Good. Because you'd be the laziest, most inconsiderate mother effer in the world.
Is that what Greg Shelton said?
Yeah, man. I said it's the news rats.
It's gotta be.
It's not us. We don't.
It was Jimmy.
We don't take no caffeine over here.
Well, that's a lie.
Well, I should say coffee.
I don't drink the coffee made in this house. I can't.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, I wanted to jump him like, no one drinks the coffee. It sucks.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that because I was in fear of my life.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Greg's surly this morning.
All right, Cowboys and the Rams. Oh, you know what? It wasn't a great day for the Cowboys yesterday. Jadon Blue carted off the field. That's never a good sign.
But not the prognosis isn't awful. Right?
No, it's not. But anytime they got to get the cart out there, it's not ideal. And it also means he's probably not going to see any action today, this weekend, which is unfortunate. I was looking forward to seeing him probably more than anybody. I wanted to see what he was able to do.
Exactly.
But, we were fortunate enough to spend a week out there in Oxnard. What do you look forward to?
Offensive line, man. Everything and all of preseason, that's all I care about.
What's your expectation?
It's not good.
Mine either. I think that's going to be a bugaboo for this team.
Mm-hmm.
If the reports out of joint practices are any indication or scrimmages, I don't expect them to have much success getting into their new identity.
Rough and tough.
Yeah, we're physical. We run the football.
Let me tell you, man, it all pivots on that line. Everything hinges on that.
Well, I am curious to see how they divvy up wide receiver reps.
Oh, the interesting thing, that's going to be cool to watch, but, the cornerback play is really going to matter as we wait on Diggs. So there's a lot of things to pay attention to, but the first thing that has to be is that line, the offensive line. Without a consistent offensive line play, all this other stuff, these new running backs, this new wide receiver, it's all for naught. There's no point because we won't be able to use them.
Joe Milton will draw the start this weekend, Saturday, tomorrow.
Cowboy fans are going to like him.
I think so, too.
Mm-hmm.
And he is pretty stoked to get out there on the field.
I'm very excited. Just another opportunity. And also football season back around, and just a another opportunity to get out there with a new team, a new bunch of guys that I've been studying, been learning with, just been through the grind with, and they're going to do whatever it takes.
I'll tell you, Rob, I mean, you saw it with me. We were standing right next to each other watching this guy throw the football. There's some things that he can do that
he's got a good deep ball.
Nobody else on this team can do, and that includes Dak Prescott. So that's
and he's not Dak. You're not saying that.
No,
but the guy's got more
I'm talking about
tools.
His physical gifts are.
We've got more tools at backup quarterback than we've had in a decade.
Like we said, good deep ball. They asked him, "What's the furthest you ever thrown a football?"
Have I ever thrown the ball? It was probably like 90.
Over them there mountains.
In there.
Yeah.
In a game, 70?
That was practice at Tennessee.
Over 90 yards.
Yeah.
90 yards.
I believe it.
Rocket.
It's a rocket. Okay, all right.
I believe it.
90 yards.
and did anybody go, no way? Everybody heard that. Say, yeah, I saw you throw. I believe it.
Man, that's an incredible.
It's something to see. But he's a big man. He's not Marcel Reed. This isn't 6'1", 195. This is 6'5", 220. He's a big old boy.
Yeah. As far as the Rams, I mean, listen, it's life without Matt Stafford. Although they say Matt Stafford's they're gonna try to get him some practice reps here coming up today. Even
we're hoping you can feel his feet, might be able to tie his shoes. It's the little things.
You seem a lot more worried about it than Sean McVay is trying to make me feel.
I have seen what an epidural needle looks like.
Okay.
I've seen one of those. That's not a good thing to have enter your body.
They're trying to make it seem like Sean McVay is at least trying to make it seem like this is not that big of a deal. Like it's going to be okay.
That's like minor surgery is something that happens to somebody else. What are you talking about? It's not a very big deal. Your starting quarterback had to have an injection into his spine so he could continue to prepare for a regular season that's going to be beaten on for 17 games. Dude, this is the worst news possible for an old man.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know enough about it to feel one way or the other.
They're going to protect the hell out of him, and I don't expect Stafford to run, and he's going to get the Tom Brady as soon as anybody's close treatment. They're going to blow the whistle. They're going to do everything they can to keep him upright. But I know lower backs, and it doesn't take but a cough to put you out for a month.
Well, we'll see how long he's out. If he is, I still think the Rams are kind of a sneaky, kind of under the radar team.
Who's back up? Who's going to start today?
Jimmy
G?
I don't know. No, my guess is Stetson Bennett gets a start. I mean, unless you know what, that actually might be a really good.
Well, it's a good thing.
No, it might be a really good way to know how good Matt Stafford actually is, like what his health situation is. Because if they start Jimmy Garoppolo, it means they're really not worried about Matt Stafford's long-term health.
I would agree with that. I would agree.
So if they start Stetson Bennett, it is going to kind of raise a red flag for me that
they're keeping Jimmy G safe.
Yeah, because now they're protecting a backup quarterback. That would tell me that they don't expect Matt Stafford to be around.
And, we talked about it in the last segment. If you're going to get hurt and you have to go through anything, do it now. You still got a month to get ready. And I don't know the status of Stafford's back, and it might not be as bad as it sounds. But I just feel like the moment that his medical staff opted for this, I know that it was the last option available short of surgery. Once you're breaking into the spinal, and once you're deadening muscles, and that's never good, no matter what. And it might be an easy comeback, but I've not heard of people getting spinal whatever and it leaking spinal fluid, and there's so many other things that could happen when you do this. It's your last option. So they tried other things and it didn't work. That's what my concern is. But it is a month before they play, and if you're going to choose the lapse option, you do it now. So maybe they'll get him ready, but the prognosis for a dude in his late 30s who had some sort of spinal injection is never good, even for just you and me.
Right. This might be concerning for the Rams, too. The Rams didn't have a first-round draft pick this year. The first pick that they made was in the second round, and they took Terrence Ferguson, tight end, Oregon. Well, I think if you're the first guy you take in the draft, you're probably expecting to play a pretty big role.
That's the plan.
Terrence Ferguson currently listed on the depth chart as tight end 4.
Since when does tight end matters to the Rams? At what point did that become a thing? Was it the moment they lost Kupp that they decided they needed a tight end? I'm not saying that it was.
I mean, Tyler Higbee's been a solid.
Has he mattered?
Yeah, solid contributor. But we're talking about a guy who. Now they're saying maybe he's dealing with a bit of an issue, but
what kind of issue?
Tight end, health issue.
Oh, yeah, they've got him at questionable. I'm trying to figure.
But tight end 4 for the first guy you took in the draft, that ain't good. That's certainly problematic for the Rams.
He's got a groin strain.
Oh, well,
according to ESPN, 6 days ago, unable to practice last Sunday due to a groin strain.
Well, he is he's also a ginger. That could be it. Maybe they don't trust him.
This is a good team. They can withstand Stafford's absence for a week or two. They can't without him. There's zero expectation. But when you look at the tools that whoever's going to play is going to be able to play with, Jimmy G should be able to hold the fort down if required. But as with any team, if you lose your number one, the chances dwindle to next to nothing. But there are worse situations to be in as a backup quarterback when you've got Devontae to throw to, and that's a pretty solid wide receiver core, even without Kupp. I think that there's enough there for the Rams to be a contender, and I think they could easily look really good against this Cowboy defense, even without Stafford.
Rams get Texans in week 1 at home, at Tennessee week 2, at Philly week 3.
So they've got – you'd like to have him, if Stafford's going to be gone, you want him practicing in full pads the week after Texas. You want him to get a game under his belt before you play the Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, I would think so as well. And they don't have their bye week until week 8. And before that bye week, like I said, at Philly, at Baltimore, and a home game with the 49ers all on tap.
That's why the shot was given this week.
Exactly. All right, let's do this right now. Let's give away these Hunters Extravaganza tickets. Where's my read? The Hunters Extravaganza.
They don't got it. You don't need it.
Is coming to town, baby. And we're giving away a pair of tickets. The granddaddy of all hunting shows is back next weekend, August 15th through the 17th at the Freeman Coliseum Expo Hall. You can get tickets at ttha.com if you don't win them. It's brought to you by the Texas Trophy Hunters Association. But let's go right now with caller number 5. You'll win a pair of tickets to go to the Hunters Extravaganza. All right, when we come back, we'll look at the rest of the NFL games outside of that Cowboys game that are happening this weekend. It is the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We'll start with some good news. Cleared that accident at Highway 90 eastbound approaching Couples. Still have this road work, though, 35 southbound Thousand Oaks on down to 410. Massive delays here. Only the left lane is open. Traffic is just crawling along. Traffic heavy from Wiederstein, so about a 90-minute delay. Look out. Still a good alternate route. 35 upper level southbound at Laredo Street, getting reports of some debris in the roadway. We've got both lanes blocked. We do have emergency crews on the scene to clear that. I-10 westbound Vance Jackson, disabled vehicle on the median. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is calling all golfers. The Fall Golf Classic is back. Mark your calendars for Monday, September 29th, and lock in your spot for one of the most fun golf events of the year at the Olympia Hills Golf Club. For just $120 per player, or $400 for a foursome, you'll get 18 holes of fun, friendly competition, and non-stop laps with your crew. But don't wait. Spots will sell out fast. And once they're gone, they're gone. This isn't your average uptight tournament. It's all about cutting loose, enjoying the day, and supporting a great cause. The Community Foundation of the Hill Country. Presented by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Charm Club, and sponsored by Fly by Yingling and PPL Motorhomes. And when the final putt drops, the party's just getting started. Head over to the Break Room Bar on Pat Booker Road for the official after party. Cold drinks, great food, and the perfect finish to a perfect day. Don't get left out. Grab your crew, grab your clubs, and get ready for a Monday you won't forget. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Hornitos Tequila and America's team have one major thing in common. Everyone can enjoy them. They weren't made just to have a few fans, but to gather people who love high-quality, real Texas football and premium fresh-pressed agave tequila. It's for all our fans. Whether you live in Texas or not, or sip your Hornitos in a Paloma or straight, it's 100% agave tequila for 100% of Dallas Cowboys fans. Hornitos, the tequila de todos. Drink smart. Hornitos Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume. 2025 Salsa Tequila Import Company, Chicago, Illinois.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
Whether you're serving now or have served, American Public University provides education at a pace and price that fit your life. Special rates and grants are available for you and your family. Learn more at apu.apus.edu/military.
It's Jason and Joe from the Blitz. Join us at Circa Las Vegas in August for the Circa Sports Ultimate Contest Weekend.
The Blitz will be live at Circa August 21st and 22nd, and then we're staying for the weekend. Come to Vegas with us for the Ultimate Contest Weekend.
Circa Survivor and Circa Million are back. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. So join the Blitz at Circa Las Vegas.
Details and discounted rooms with promo code BLITZ available online at sasportstar.com.
Guys, it's summertime. Carbox got you covered with summertime beers. Whether it's the Love Street Blonde Kolsch Ale, the Rhubarb, which is their latest Fun Series beer, or a Ziegenbach, Crawford Bach, whatever you're looking for, there's something for everybody's taste in Carbox lineup. Check them out at all your local stores.
The water coming in and out of your home is like music. Here in San Antonio in the Hill Country, it is hard. Now that's hard. At the same time, those that know have a Connecticut quality water softener and enjoy this. Smooth, soft, pure, clean water. The difference is astounding. Hard water, soft water. If you don't have a Connecticut water softener in your home, you're basically inviting destructive hard water to beat up your appliances, hot water heater, and every pipe in your home. And your coffee maker, hard water damages it too. Call me for a free home water evaluation at 656 Pure.
For a limited time, get a free reverse osmosis drinking station, $400 off a trade-in, and 0% interest for 12 months. Call Connecticut of San Antonio in the Hill Country, 210-656-PURE.
Connecticut is simply the very best water softener you can buy, and that's why we say it's the last water softener you'll ever own. Don't live with. Live with
656 Pure Connecticut.
License number 38961.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Listen up, San Antonio. At University of Maryland Global Campus, you can get college credit for the stripes you've earned. Turn your military rank into college credit to save time and money on an online degree. Eligible enlisted service members and previously enlisted veterans may receive up to 12 credits for select undergraduate courses based on their rank, and up to 90 credits in total for prior learning, military experience, and training. Classes start soon. Learn more at umgc.edu/SATX.
Want to see Dallas take on Atlanta at AT&T Stadium? AARP is hooking you up. I want winners. Just head to sasportstar.com and register to win a pair of tickets to the Cowboys' final preseason game, Friday, August 22nd at 6 p.m. 1, 2, 3, Cowboys! It's your chance to catch America's team live before the regular season kicks off. I like this kind of party! From AARP and 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob.
Letting it marinate a little here. Here it comes. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Edwin, I guess you listen to this kind of stuff all the time, huh?
You know it.
You're a big Van Halen head.
dude.
Yeah.
Panama, baby.
Yeah. All right, let's see what's going on elsewhere in the NFL this weekend. Pittsburgh and Jacksonville. Pittsburgh announced they will not be starting Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers won't play in the preseason,
That
at
guy
least in
needs
week 1.
reps. I'm not sure he knows what he's doing.
Listen,
he needs reps, baby.
He's only 41. Like, if you give him some reps, give him some chances. Give him some opportunities to make a play. Yeah, that's a little. But I will bet that the Pittsburgh-Jacksonville game gets pretty good ratings this weekend because people want to see Travis Hunter. And the Jags said that Travis Hunter will play both ways in the preseason game. I'm curious to see how much. I think the rest of the league is curious to see how much. There were players came out yesterday. They were like,
"This is crazy.
Good luck."
This is crazy. But he was doing 100 snaps in college.
Yeah, that's college, bro. Like, I don't know how you can. Like, imagine you got to go out there and guard. You got to be lined up across from. I'm trying to think of a good AFC South receiver, and they're all escaping me. But Nico Collins, you got to be across from Nico Collins, and you got to defend him for, let's say, a 15-play drive where he's grinding out every play.
He's running deep routes every other one, so you're putting a 40 in at every snap.
So now what? Now while the rest of your defense is resting, you're going to go out
and run your own downfield 40.
Are you going to run as hard as you can?
Are you going to go block?
Yeah, are you going to do all those things at full speed, mind you, full NFL speed, not full college speed, full NFL speed, and then when that offensive series ends and you're now sucking wind, are you going to go back out and check Nico Collins for 15 plays again?
I believe he's a cornerback, and that's where he's going to end up, and he'll play sporadic wide receiver routes. That's what I would do. Why wouldn't you put him out there periodically on the offensive side? But this guy is a legitimate NFL quarterback or cornerback with size and speed and high point and everything you're chasing. Why allow him, because he's good at other stuff, subtract from what he is truly great at?
And again, I mentioned this yesterday. The Jags have Brian Robinson. I think he is very good, if not like going to be great at wide receiver.
And there's no reason why I wouldn't put Hunter out there 10 snaps at wide receiver. I might throw to him a couple, 3 times, but you're a cornerback, baby. That you were going to be, if you focus and do this, you'll be one of the best. Maybe not immediately because you've been doing 2 things, but you could truly be one of the greats to ever do it, given the prowess that you have. And there's no reason why you can't run some offense, but you're going to be defense heavy and offense appropriate. It's not going to be the other way around.
Now, he'll help the defense. That the Jags, the only team that gave up more points last year in the AFC was Tennessee. The problem is their offense was also pretty damn bad. They scored 320 points last year. That's not a good number. So they need help on both sides, but it just feels like the more pressing issue has to be like slowing down.
I appreciate it. I get that he wants to do this, and I would allow him the opportunity to do so, but he needs to know right now, you're a cornerback who plays wide receiver.
Yeah, I think that's got to be his priority. But again, we're not seeing all the practices. I don't know.
And if he can pull off some Dion-like stuff, man, that'd be great. I'm all in.
Tennessee is at Tampa Bay. For Tennessee, you are now in a weird spot because you would like Cam Ward to have a lot of reps in the preseason to see get this guy used to game speed. But now without the Will Levis safety net,
you can't. It's you're gonna have to bubble wrap him, man. I mean, all his important reps are gonna come in practice with a red jersey on. You can't let him get touched.
Well, they said yesterday, the Tennessee Titans, Brian Callahan said he plans on playing starters.
For how long?
Now,
series?
I'm sure that's what it'll be. I can't imagine that it's going to be for long.
Let him dump the ball in the flat. Let him hand right. Let Pollard get a carry. Throw it to your tight end. Throw it to your wide receiver. Go put on a baseball cap, man. You don't have a backup.
He said, we're going to let Cam play. Hard to say how much at this moment. We'll work through it as we get through practice tomorrow, which is today now. And the Titans have a joint practice with the Bucs today.
I'll get far more out of that practice than I will in your game. Far more. You get every rep in this practice. Every one of them. Full speed live. Let them come at you. But he ain't playing on TV, man.
My guess is he'll get a series.
Yeah, and I would like to have it. Can he wear a red jersey? Can we put flags on the quarterback?
I don't think that's allowed. But, I wouldn't expect to see a lot of Cam Ward, which is, in a way, disappointing.
Oh, it is.
But I mean, like I said, the Will Levis thing just changed everything. It completely changed the outlook of things. Here's a real conundrum. Do the Jets give Justin Fields playing time?
Yes.
Jets are at Green Bay. That's an NFL Network featured game, 7 o'clock on Saturday. The Jets are hoping that they've got themselves a full-blown reclamation project in Justin Fields. Now, typically Jets quarterbacks leave and go have success elsewhere, not vice versa. But the Jets have to feel some sort of pressure to get early returns out of Justin Fields.
Give my fans something to cheer about. You got to play him, and I'd put him in situations where he can do something spectacular. I'm throwing some deep balls. I want the Jet fan to dance out of there after a Garrett Wilson 40-yard catch on a third-string wide receiver. Won't matter anything, but at least Jet fan will feel like, okay, I think they have a PR battle to win.
Apparently, it's going to be abnormally hot in Green Bay.
Well, now is that just normal everywhere else?
That can mean a lot of things.
Abnormal is like 78.
The daytime high is forecast to be around 91 degrees.
Oh, those poor bastards!
I know,
don't know how they're going to survive.
I mean, that
this.
is like
I know
that's warmer than they're used to playing in, certainly, and warmer than probably the Jets are used to playing in. But you can't. It's funny. It says the chance of showers and thunderstorms is about 50%. Umbrellas are not allowed in Lambeau Field, by the way. So find that interesting. USA Today recently ranked Lambeau Field number 1 among the 30 stadiums in the NFL to attend a football game. Football is Lambeau Field. Lambeau Field is football.
I get it. I've never been. I'd like to go.
Would that be, if you could go to any of them, that'd be your first choice?
Well, no.
What would be your first choice?
First choice of stadiums I haven't been to?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see. Ones I haven't been to. I've never seen a game in Cincinnati, but I have no desire to go.
No.
Jacksonville I've been to, and actually not a bad environment.
Yeah.
I guess it would be there. That's the last one.
What about Kansas City?
I suppose it's not on my. I'm sure it's a lot of fun, but I'm not a Kansas City fan.
Yeah.
So, no, I'd go
Pittsburgh.
I've been to Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful stadium.
Okay.
Just talk about football. That feels, it has its look and feel of football.
Yeah.
Back when it was Heinz Field.
Yeah. I'm trying to think which ones. Have you been to the Raiders Stadium?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I haven't seen a game, but I've toured it.
Yeah.
And it's a spaceship.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
People need to go check that one out. It is a damn good stadium. All right. The Kansas City Chiefs at Arizona.
We talked about it yesterday. Arizona is the dark horse here. They could be cooking something in Arizona.
I think so too. Andy Reid historically does not care at all about preseason games.
I don't care. I know what they are.
I think we all know what the Chiefs are. But Mahomes apparently going to play in the opener. My guess, a series, if that's what they're saying. But
why?
Andy Reid sending him on the field, rest of the starters. They're going to all start the preseason game 1. Mahomes said, I don't necessarily look forward to getting hit and stuff, but it's going to be it's going to be good to be out there with my teammates and stuff. I'm pretty excited about that. But there's always a little bit of shock, the first time they hit you, You know, a lot of guys like to get a little extra lick on you, and you know, I'll be like, "Hey, man, good tackle, bro." You know,
Kermit. Hey, we're talking about him right here. Joe Fortenbaugh, Cardinals to make the playoffs, plus 130.
I think there is it's a dark horse.
Yeah, there's something that could be cooking. That might be last year it was secretly Detroit. I got on the Detroit train early. I loved watching them play. I liked the atmosphere. I think the Cardinals might have something very quietly coming together, and I want to change my narrative on Kyler Murray. I want to go to the point where I respect him as a professional quarterback and not just a unique set of skills.
Yeah.
You know, I'm ready for him to take that step.
Well, if it's ever going to happen, it needs to happen pretty damn quick. I'm reading here, actually, about the Chiefs. The plan, at least as of today, or at least at the end of practice yesterday, and that was their final practice. Yesterday was their final practice before the opener, was that each quarterback will get a full quarter. Mahomes will play the first quarter, Gardner Minshew the second, Bailey Zappi the third, and Chris Oladokun. I don't even know how to say. I don't know. That's a made-up person.
You mean that guy that played quarterback at South Dakota State? That guy?
Yes.
The 2022 round 7 pick?
Yeah, he's going to play the fourth quarter.
Can he get off work?
Not sure.
We'll see.
Yeah, he's hoping to get a job here. I got a feeling he won't, but he's...
those beers ain't going to deliver themselves.
There's also some... You're gonna see some... Mahomes is not going to be... Now, Mahomes never throws to really good wide receivers. No. But Rashee Rice, not going to play. Marquise Brown, not going to play with a groin and an ankle, respectively. So, I can't... If those two guys aren't playing with the first team, I can't imagine what the fourth team is going to look like at wide receiver for the Chiefs. It can't be good, though.
Yeah, Rashee and Hollywood are both questionable. Is that what you have?
I've got them as not playing at all in the preseason game.
Xavier going to play?
I believe he will, yeah.
It's worth a watch.
Denver's at San Francisco. Denver is one of the more hyped teams going into this year. I tend to think they're a little bit overrated. I'm not sure where I stand on the Chiefs, or not the Chiefs, the 49ers being overrated or underrated. I feel like they're going to be better than last year, but I don't know if they should be favored to win the division after what we saw last year. I'm not a big believer in Brock Purdy.
I'll tell you what, Sean Payton is. Can you imagine talking Super Bowl on a second-year quarterback?
Oh, with Bo Nix?
Yeah. Can you imagine the nuts that Payton has to step out and say, yeah, we're a Super Bowl contender? You're putting a lot of bread on his plate.
Yeah.
Coach, I'm a second-year journeyman quarterback, I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, listen, man, this Denver team has a lot of talent, but they can only go as far as their second-year quarterback can take them at the end of the day. And that I like Bo Nix. I thought he had a surprisingly good season last year. It's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
To think that this is like a deep playoff run type of team. I don't know that I'm buying into that. So I'm saying buy in at your own risk. As far as the Niners go, though, do you expect them to have a full bounce back, or is all the talent that's kind of moved on, is it a big deal?
It is a big deal. I mean, you don't lose 5 starters off this team and not say it's a big deal, but, you still have your coach and you still have your core skill positions, minus Debo. They're a good football team. We'll see if they're healthy, if they can become a great football team. But as they sit, they're a good football team.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's enough, and Denver might be on a track to surpass them as far as where they sit in the pecking order of football. But I expect San Francisco to be in the playoffs and be contending in week 2 of the playoffs. That's probably their aspiration too, but there's going to be a lot of health questions all season long.
A couple games on Sunday. The Dolphins and the Bears, I assume we're going to see some Quinn Ewers action. There's no way Tua gets run out there in the preseason.
Unless he wears one of those slee stack helmets.
What I've also seen is Caleb Williams will not play in the preseason opener.
Better be thought a fool and play and prove it.
That's been reported today. 9 players on offense, 9 players on defense will not suit up for the Miami game. and that includes Caleb Williams.
I wouldn't have done it either. I wouldn't have played him either.
You just got to get this dude to figure something out, though. I mean, I know what you're saying.
He has such a – and I could be wrong on this because we are outside looking in, but I think more than any other starting quarterback in the NFL, I have to be so concerned with his mental well-being. I really have to judge so much of what I do by whether he's mentally checked in and all in and capable. I've never seen a quarterback that I shouldn't say that, but I'm genuinely worried about his mental state as much as I am his ability to get the ball downfield. I felt I saw it last year where he got down on himself. I think we saw it in college. I don't put him in a situation where there's a possibility of failure until I have to.
Yeah. They've had some real physical practices as
Good.
well.
I'd be beating him up, but I wouldn't put it in front of people.
So with Caleb Williams not starting, this game suddenly feels like a throwaway game. I wonder if you know what? In fact, I can't fathom that they won't have Caleb Williams play any preseason games.
I wouldn't say yeah, maybe. But it won't be very many snaps, and it won't be with anybody but guys he will be playing with. It'll be ones and ones.
Dude, that video of him chucking the football around is so disastrous. Saints at the Chargers is the final game on Sunday. Saints have a full-blown quarterback battle. I expect everybody to get a look. And the Chargers I expect to be very, very health conscious.
Conservative.
All right, 1 hour to go left in the program. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
That flickering light. Hill Electric has the right service at the right price, and there is never a service charge and always free estimates. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or go to hill-electric.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
Sports Center brought to you by Synergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowteam.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We'll start with some good news. Cleared that accident at Highway 90 eastbound approaching Couples. Still have this road work, though, 35 southbound Thousand Oaks on down to 410. Massive delays here. Only the left lane is open. Traffic is just crawling along. Traffic heavy from Wiederstein, so about a 90-minute delay. Look out. Still a good alternate route. 35 upper level southbound at Laredo Street, getting reports of some debris in the roadway. We've got both lanes blocked. We do have emergency crews on the scene to clear that. I-10 westbound Vance Jackson, disabled vehicle on the median. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In college football news, one of the most highly anticipated quarterback prospects is going nowhere after the 2025 season, as Arch's grandfather, Archie Manning, told Texas Monthly. Arch isn't going to do that. He'll be at Texas. In the NBA, the Spurs have signed 6'10" stretch big man Micah Potter to a training camp deal, adding front court depth with shooting upside for floor spacing. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Alrighty. I did promise some college football talk today. It's almost that time. It's coming round the bend, as they say. What do you like better, college football or the NFL?
I love the precision of pro football. Like I love the precision of NBA. I love the emotion and the lack of certainty that college sports brings. There's no more fun than a Saturday afternoon football game. I'm a college football aficionado, but I love the NFL for the perfection that it can provide.
Yeah, I love the NFL, but
I love the fact that in college they might not make the kick. It might not be a very good pass. You never know.
I wonder if I went to a college that had a football team, that if I would have a different feel about college football.
Well, depending on where you went, I think it affects you. And I think because, depending on what you grew up watching, that there's just so much more emotion wrapped into college sports for me. It hits every note, and to the negative a lot of times. It's worse, I think, being a loving college sports because it is so much deeper.
Gilbert says, I love college football. The passion of the teams and the cult-like fans are great. I think that's why I dislike college football. I think fans are kind of – college football fans are almost too much for me.
Well, it's funny that you say that, yet you chose the most collegiate of the pro teams to be a fan of. That Bills Mafia is like a college.
The Bills.
Campus.
When I became a Bills fan, it was not like that.
I know, but now they're the most collegiate of all the NFL teams by their fandom. They do have a cult-like fandom following.
They are. It was nothing like that when I became a Bills fan, though. That throwing each other through tables and stuff that's all new. I mean, I'm for it. It's fun, but yeah, it was nothing like that back in the day. But I mean, more like I don't know. I do feel like there's almost an obsession with college football that you don't see at the NFL level. It just makes me feel weird. Maybe because I'm not in it. Like I said, if I were in it, maybe I'd feel differently. But even on Twitter, there's some things I see, like UTSA fan going back and forth with Texas State fan in recent weeks. It's almost cringeworthy. And I don't know how to tell them that.
Neither one of you have a chance.
Yeah, you're both playing. You're not playing in the big leagues, quite frankly. I don't know how to say that to them.
Well, that's kind of it, though, right? They're not playing in the big league.
But their passion makes it feel like they're about to go play Alabama for a national title, which, again.
And the joy of beating a Texas State team at home is about the same as A&M beating Alabama. I mean, there is that kind of love. They feel the same adoration and sheer we did it as the team that beat the number one team in the country.
Which is why I say maybe I would feel differently if I had done that.
And on the other side, professional sports, it's just I appreciate the perfection and just the nth degree of what the human body and a professional team all focused in the same thing, what they're capable of doing. It just amazes me.
There is one big story to keep an eye on in college football leading up to week 1, and that's at Ohio State. The game of the year is week 1, number 1 versus number 2.
I mean, 11 a.m. on that Saturday morning, baby. We start early.
Texas and Ohio State in Columbus. And while Texas has the front runner for the Heisman Trophy playing quarterback for them, Ohio State says about their quarterback situation, quote, the competition continues. They both have had good moments and moments where they're growing. I've been pleased with the progress. It's going to come right down to the wire. Ohio State's the number 2 team in the country, and they don't even know who's going to play quarterback.
And that is of concern, but it is Ohio State, and they always have quarterbacks. So I'm not concerned about the quality that's going to come out. Now, I don't think it'll be what they've had, but of all the teams, including Alabama, including Texas, I don't care. The quarterback's going to start is going to be better than the quarterback that they're playing against, except this week. You know what I mean? Except against Texas.
Well, again, we don't know what Arch Manning really is.
I think we're all pretty comfortable that this kid can play. I'm more in that he is exactly as the bill of goods, minus the foibles of a first-year starter. But as an Aggie, I give him all the respect he is due, and he can play.
Julian Sayin is the sophomore. He played a few snaps last year. Lincoln Keenholtz.
I don't know, but I know he's pretty good.
They both went to Ohio State. And he's a junior. He's from Pierre, South Dakota. Yeah, I couldn't tell you who's going to win this thing. It looks like this Keenholtz, like just looking at them standing next to each other, looks like the bigger, stronger, looks like a man. But
table set for Texas. They're going into Ohio State, who doesn't have a quarterback yet, who has a lot of questions to ask. They're strong still on defense. The table is set for Texas to make this run. There's a reason why a lot of people voted them number one, because I think they're going to beat Ohio State. I think they're going to beat them.
Do you?
I do. I think they're going to beat them and beat them kind of handily. The speed of Texas is unlike anything Ohio State will see again.
Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that game yet. I've been starting to kick around some lines. The Ohio State's favored. I mean, they're at home. They're favored by 2.5 points at home.
That's a home. But I think that I don't think they can match pound for pound like Ohio State. They're still a Big Ten team. But when Ohio State loses, it's to very fast teams, and Texas is going to line up some speed.
The guys who I'm pretty interested in seeing is. I mean, obviously Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, he's the best player on the field, and he is an Ohio State kid. But other than that, I like Texas's chances. What a great way to start this thing, man! The opening act is 1 versus 2. Unbelievable.
But it is funny that Ohio State. You think about that. They lose their quarterback. They lose their top 2 running backs, Trayvon Henderson and Quinshon Judkins, who are both NFL players.
Dudes, yeah.
And they're still the number 2 team in the country, favored in week 1 against the number 1 team in the country.
And really, there's no other school other than Texas that has the machine that Ohio State has. They have.
Georgia's got a pretty good machine going down there.
I'll tell you what, I think the moment that Texas and OU stepped on the field, the Georgia thing is going to slide a bit. I think they had a corner on some talent for a couple years that I'm not going to play for Saban. I'm not going to go to Bama. I'm going to go to Georgia. And it was more about not playing for Bama. Now there's other options, and you get to stay in the SEC, and Texas is primary. They're getting players that Georgia used to get, man. Georgia has suffered more for Texas entry than any other school in the SEC.
I will say, just from the guys that I've talked to, Sark, from a recruiting standpoint, I don't know if there's a better recruiter in the country.
There's not. And he's pulling it from the other guy that was thought to be Kirby. You know? Because Kirby could say, come play for me because I'm not Saban. I do things different. We get to play around. We have some fun. We even race cars home. I'm not Saban, but it's the same machine, and you'll still get drafted number 1 overall because you're here. Now Sark can come in and say all that, plus I got Austin. The worst thing that happened to Georgia was Texas.
Well, and that one kid who was down, he was like, my final 2 were Georgia and Texas. My mom said, you're going to Texas, Georgia. There's trouble waiting for you at
serious.
Georgia.
No other school has it affected. And so I think Georgia is still, they're still a top 5 program.
Oh, yeah.
But they are not what they were once Texas stepped into the SEC. I believe that.
What do you expect out of Alabama this year? Do you think that
Kalen DeBoer has lost 14 games in his career?
But everybody thinks he sucks.
Dude, he is. I could be wrong there, but in his entirety of coaching before he got to Alabama, plus the 2 he topped last year, it's like 14 games. Hell yeah, they're in a title contention. You're crazy if you think anything otherwise.
Yeah.
Now, they might not be as talented, but they play with a vigor that even Saban couldn't bring.
Yeah, I'm a Kalen DeBoer believer. I thought people were really unfair to him last year. It's like, dude's been here for a year. And by the way, he won 9 games his first year there.
And there was some transition. And Vanderbilt, every year somebody gets knocked off like that, and Bama just happened to be the recipient. They're as good as Texas and Georgia.
In his first 9 years of coaching, he lost 12 games.
12
combined.
games.
Yeah.
So you're gonna tell me he's not a good coach?
But he did lose. He lost 4 last year, although he lost 3, and then he lost in the ReliaQuest Bowl.
The bowl game didn't matter. The
went
Vanderbilt
9-3.
game, they jumped up and got their ass bit. They did. That was an embarrassment, but they certainly rebounded, and they're as talented as they've ever been.
Yeah, I got a feeling Alabama's gonna jump up and bite some people who think that that was all it was. Everything lived and died with Saban. Which, don't get me wrong, I mean he's the best coach in the history of the sport, but I do think that it's not going to be as bad as people think. There's a game September 13th, so Alabama's getting a lot. I mean, I don't want to hear anybody bitch about when Alabama plays Eastern Illinois in late November, like right around Thanksgiving, people are going to be like, oh, well, who are they playing? They're stomping around on Eastern Illinois. Alabama's playing a game at Florida State to start the season, and they play Wisconsin, who is very good, September 13th. I am so pumped for that.
Is that
game.
in Wisconsin or
it's in Alabama? But Wisconsin is. I mean, the fact that they're playing at Florida State and they're playing a Big Ten school in their non-conference.
Respect, yeah.
I give Alabama a lot of credit. They don't always do that.
No, they're. If anybody thinks Alabama's done,
no, I think they're doing just fine. They're doing just fine. What now? The other team that I want to ask you about that's kind of looked at as maybe falling off a little is LSU.
Nussmeier matters. He's probably, if he has the year I expect him to have, he'll be the second quarterback taken, probably maybe the first. I do know this, that when Kelly has a top flight quarterback, his teams are genuinely really, really good. That defense is going to have to get so much better off of last year. So if they can get their defense, they're going to score with anybody. But I put them a notch behind Georgia, Alabama, Texas. They're fourth, probably, maybe fifth in the SEC, and that still would put them maybe third in the Big Ten.
I think they're going to lose week one.
I think they're
going to lose.
They're in some trouble. I don't think they're going to be able to stop a lot of teams like last year. So Nussmeier's a hell of a quarterback. He's the best they've had since Burrow, and which hasn't been that long, but he is that good. So you give him a fighter's chance, but the SEC is so deep that this could be one of those hot seat year all year. They're looking at Kelly. Is his job in jeopardy?
And I don't think it should be. I mean, it
should be. No, it should be.
You think so?
There's a level of expectation at LSU, and you can't slip an inch. You start slipping, it could be 3 years before you get back because, recruits come in clusters, and you miss out on one, you miss a couple games, you lose a game, and you lose a recruit. It's a razor's edge in the SEC, and just one or two recruits is the difference between first and third sometimes.
But he's been there 3 years now, 9 wins, 10 wins, 10 wins.
There is an expectation, and last year he brought the skill, the precision that we wanted to see Brian Kelly bring to LSU's offense. It's not just a bunch of athletes running around. They wanted to see that a repeat performance from Burrow and Chase and all those guys, and he brought those in, but they forgot about defense, and it showed.
LSU has lost their season opener now 5 years in a row.
It's crazy, and they keep going back to the well, man. I'd be scheduling Northern Illinois. I'd be going to name your directional school in the South to start my season. I want to see them win first.
Lost by 10 to Mississippi State in 2020. Lost by 11 against UCLA in 21. Lost by that was such a good game. Lost by a single point to Florida State. That was the Jordan Travis, Jaden Daniels year.
And then last year, USC, they had a nice lead, and USC came back and punched them in the face.
Then Jaden Daniels last year, they got dog stomped by Florida State in week one at home by 21 points, and then they got beat last year against USC. It just seems like they're never ready when the season gets going. That's problematic. So I'm looking at Clemson week one thinking
you feel like,
and I think this Clemson team is actually really good.
Klubnik could be the other quarterback that goes one.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll see what's going on in the world outside of sports. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Want to see Dallas take on Atlanta at AT&T Stadium? AARP is hooking you up. I want winners. Just head to sasportstar.com and register to win a pair of tickets to the Cowboys' final preseason game, Friday, August 22nd at 6 p.m. 1, 2, 3, Cowboys! It's your chance to catch America's team live before the regular season kicks off. I like this kind of party! From AARP and 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We got a couple of trouble spots along Loop 410. Eastbound Harry Wurzbach, stall up to the shoulder, and an accident 410 eastbound before you get to Vance Jackson, left shoulder blocked. 35 southbound St. Mary's, at stalls in the left lane, and road work continues to cause heavy delays along 35 southbound O'Connor on down to Thousand Oaks. Start moving over to the left side. Only the left lane is open. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Cowboys getting ready for preseason game number 1. What are we looking for?
We will talk about that on The Blitz, plus react to the 3 games that were played on Thursday night.
And good news, we've got football tonight we'll talk about.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
How about them Cowboys? We rise as one in Texas, sporting handed-down silver and blue jerseys. We come together for America's team every time they take the field. So let's share a round of Jim Beam and lemonade on game day together, because people are good for you, especially for us in Cowboys country. Presented by Jim Beam, bringing fans together across Cowboys country. 40% alcohol by volume. Copyright 2024 James B. Beam Distilling Company, Claremont, Kentucky. Drink smart.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Super Sale and get 40% off paints and stains August 8th through the 14th. With prices starting at $29.39, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
The water coming in and out of your home is like laughter. Here in San Antonio in the Hill Country, it can be harsh. Now that's harsh. At the same time, those that know have a Connecticut quality water softener enjoy this. Smooth, soft, pure, clean water. The difference is astounding. Hard water, soft water. If you don't have a Connecticut water softener in your home, you're basically inviting destructive hard water to beat up your appliances, hot water heater, and every pipe in your home. And that's no laughing matter.
For a limited time, get a free reverse osmosis drinking station, $400 off with trade-in, and 0% interest for 12 months. Call Connecticut of San Antonio in the Hill Country, 210-656-PURE.
Connecticut is simply the best water softener you can buy, and that's why we say it's the last water softener you'll ever own. Don't live with. Live with.
The last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE. Connecticut.
License number 38961. Hey, football fans, fantasy season is here, and Twin Peaks is the place to draft like a pro. From now through September 4th, reserve your fantasy football draft party at any participating Twin Peaks, and you get all kinds of crazy squalor. Score big with a draft kit loaded with everything you need. A $50 kickback card for the commissioner and $5 kickback cards for every guest. Plus, you get to sip on the local specials and enter for a shot at $1,000 in cash thanks to Molson Coors. Twin Peaks, it's your fantasy destination. Book today at twinpeaks.com.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Big year. I'm starting middle school.
Welcome to the jungle, Missy.
Best part? My parents promised me a new laptop.
Perfect for homework, essays, and drudgery.
So we went to Staples. They had all the latest tech, and laptops were up to 40% off.
Woo! Another back-to-school budget saved by Staples Easy Button.
Mom high-fived the cashier. So embarrassing.
Staples. That was easy. In-store, online, and on the app. In Z23, select models only.
Hunger striking, snack time calling, it's crunch time. Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds brings you the boldest protein-packed crunch you can't resist with mouth-watering flavors like hot honey, sweet barbecue, and sea salt and cracked black pepper. Why settle for chips when you can level up your snacking game? Plus, they're low-carb, high-protein, and made for adventurous appetites. Score big flavor today. Grab Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds at H-E-B.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Look at you, Rob, grooving and moving, baby.
It's what it's like. I'm like Pavlov's dog now. I hear it. I know it's almost done.
Oh, yes. Party and party and yeah! Yeah! Fun. Looking forward to the weekend. Yes, sir. Yes, it's almost here, friends. It's almost here. All right. I like to see what's going on in the world outside of sports. Because, listen, man, sports are cool and all, but there's other things going on in the world, real things that matter. Now, here's the first question I have for you, Rob. What show do you tell me you watch when you go to bed almost every day?
Either The Office or Seinfeld or something like that.
Did you know that there is a spinoff to The Office coming?
I've heard many times. Now, they're not actually.
The trailer is out.
Now, this is the car dealership?
No, this is called The Paper.
Oh, that's right. The Paper. That was the other.
It is, it's...
And it's got a couple of the former Office dudes in it, but it has nothing to do with The Office.
Correct. Right. But apparently it's like a spinoff. I think they're playing the same characters, but it's got nothing to do with The Office itself. But Oscar is in it. Mm-hmm. And so basically it's like the documentary crew that was covering The Office is now covering this newspaper in Ohio, and Oscar works and he's like, what the hell? Not again.
Really? Is that?
Yeah, that's the premise of the show.
Okay.
He's I'm not agreeing to any of this, but yeah, that's just something to I'm curious if you're going to be
the chances of success on this are slim and none. I'm going to watch, but I don't expect much.
Okay. It's going to be on Peacock.
Well, I mean, they were an NBC show before, so that makes some sense.
Bad news in Nevada, in Las Vegas. Clark County, guess what they found in their wastewater?
Oh, no.
Poop. Well, just kidding. Of course they did. But also measles.
Oh, yeah, I've heard they can test now.
Yeah, so now they're saying they're urging people to get vaccinated, which, again.
Personal choice. It's stupid if you don't, but it's up to you.
It's up to you.
It's up to you. Science tells us it works.
I'll say this. I understand people who were hesitant to get a COVID vaccine. It was untested. It was who knew what no one knows what the long-term effects are still, I don't think.
But measles,
we know.
Science has told us this works. This is good.
You know what measles vaccine does? It stops measles. I'm against measles. I don't want measles. I don't want cholera. I don't want any of these old diseases. I don't want any of these diseases that we've conquered to come back. Like, I want to just keep knocking off diseases off the list, and eventually, yeah, sure, we'll have some new ones to battle. But, like, imagine they find some vaccine that cures cancer, and then 200 years later, they're like, I don't trust this anymore. I'm going to stop taking this cancer.
1 in 1,000 gets a headache. I don't trust it.
No, yeah. So, but I will say this: not good. Not good in Nevada, because here's the other thing about
a lot of deniers there.
Here's the other thing about Nevada. Right outside Nevada is a little place called Lake Mead, and what Lake Mead does is it distributes water to the entire western United States, Arizona, New Mexico, California.
So you think you're shipping measles to all the states through the water?
Might very well be.
Get you shot.
Yeah,
if you don't give it to your kids is what we're saying. If you don't have one, go get it yourself because you can make that decision.
Yes. But, yeah, don't give your kids a choice in this thing. Give them the measles vaccine. They don't want measles. Trust me. When they're 18, they're going to be glad they don't have measles. Mm-hmm. All right? Hey, have you ever been fired from a job?
Yes.
Did you, like, when you were fired, were you like, were you hopeful that you could get that job back?
No, it was a mutual parting of ways.
Okay. Did you hope that you were going to get a good recommendation from that?
Oh yeah. I mean, it was a mutual decision.
Okay. Well, one way this is always tough. Like you want to be angry when you get fired. You want to say piss off.
But when my new guys call, be nice.
Yes. I've been fired one time, and I got fired in radio, and I got fired at a time when I was having unprecedented success. Like
it's the problem with radio is your success does not predicate staying in the seat.
No.
It's like, yeah, this is one of the few jobs where it doesn't matter.
And I got fired, and my instincts took over, and I said, I am going to see your radio station go out of business. This is the dumbest thing you've ever done. And that was my mindset, and that's always been my mindset in radio. And thank God we don't have like a competing sports station in town, because all the people who work there would hate me. That's historically been the life I've lived. But
sadly, we do. We just don't.
Oh, do we?
Well,
sorry.
We have no competition to
fight. One thing you don't want to do is, and by the way, I did put that radio station out of business. R.I.P. You don't want to detonate a bomb under your boss's car and have it caught on video.
If you want to come back to work.
They're never going to rehire you now, and you're never going to get a recommendation at your next job.
Unless you're in cahoots with the new boss.
Yeah, he was fired from his job, and so what did he do? He drove up to the home of his former boss and got out of his Jeep with a black object, walked over to the victim's Ford Explorer before quickly walking away and driving off. Moments later, the Jeep can be seen driving very fast past the Ford in the seconds leading up to an explosion. Investigators explain they think he used a remote to detonate an explosive device that he left near the vehicle.
The guy's got a set of skills. He can probably find a job. You can build a remote control bomb.
Yeah, like you got some
Put that
kind
on your
of
resume.
skills. Do something good with it. This is not a good story. Not a good story. Mark Gibbon is 62 years old. He's called, quote, the lighting engineer to the stars. I don't know what that even means.
Maybe he lights their houses.
Maybe so. He does the lighting for these big shows. He did it for Mick Jagger and Ed Sheeran.
Okay. He does the concert.
Yeah. He was staying with his family at the Solterra Resort in Florida, and an argument broke out. And he tried to hold his daughter-in-law, he's 62, 33-year-old Jasmine Wild, under the water.
Tried to drown her?
His 9-year-old granddaughter attempted to save the mom, jumped into the pool, and then Gibbons pushed her away. Now, this already sounds bad, right? I mean, this is a disaster. Well, it turns out it was revealed that Gibbon and Miss Wild have been in a relationship for the last 2 years.
He was sleeping with his daughter-in-law?
Yes.
I think the wrong guy was underwater. Well, she needed to be underwater, too.
Now, it does say both of their marriages fell apart. Now, it doesn't say whether or not it fell apart because they were banging.
Before or after.
But Jasmine has 2 children with Gibbons' son, Alex.
Was Alex present?
He is estranged from the father, probably because he doesn't like.
I don't think he's going to come bail his dad out.
I mean, can you imagine your dad banging your wife?
Dude, man.
Like, how mad would you be at that?
That's hillbilly stuff there. Oh. We're dealing with Arkansas problems.
Yeah. It says, Alex and his dad don't speak at all.
No, I would imagine not.
There have been a number of issues within the family. Like, yeah, he's banging my wife.
He must have a lot of money.
And now he's trying to kill her. This is not good. She is hot, though. She looks pretty good.
He's the lighting guy to the stars.
Yes. Can you introduce me to Ed Sheeran? Oh, yes, but it's going to cost you, if you know what I mean. Yes, I know what you mean. A woman in L.A. was trapped in a chimney. Now, firefighters came, and they worked to free the woman from the chimney. They were there for hours. They got her out. 30 years old. She was 3 feet deep in the chimney/exhaust flue. And they got her out, and then, they ended up having to use a harness and a ladder and a helicopter. They did all kinds of things. Took dozens of firefighters to get it out of there. Well, they figured out, you think, wow, the show's over. What's going on here? Witnesses say there might have been a reason why this woman got stuck in the chimney.
She's trying to rob the place?
I could see a lady on top of the roof. She was pulling her shirt up, then pulling her pants down just on the roof, like dancing. I come around again, I saw her hands waving out of the chimney, and she was screaming, "Help, help." We heard her screaming. I thought she was joking, but then it turned out something serious when she said, "I'm hurt. I need help. I can't get out." A witness says there was also a half-empty bottle of tequila in the woman's backpack. Now, police are saying they can't put together whether or not the woman drank the bottle of tequila before getting in the chimney.
I would guess,
but I would guess the nude rooftop dancing, it all seems like it's kind of coming together and like.
How'd she get on the roof?
We don't know. Through the building. She came up through the building.
And there was a plan to dance nude on the dance naked on the ceiling?
Well, there's a plan to get wasted on tequila, and then a lot of people say they don't like the decisions they make when they have tequila. And she was apparently one of them.
So did she break a law?
Well,
I guess the breaking and entering into the chimney.
Yeah, but also, public nudity.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that's illegal anymore. In L.A.? I
think it is.
Just kind of dancing on the ceiling?
I think it is.
You're making a music video.
It is.
It's art.
And finally, Rob, this is the story of the day. Do you remember your wedding?
Vaguely. And that happened 33 years ago today, by the way.
Happy anniversary. Yeah. Happy anniversary. Now, do you remember who paid for your wedding?
Yeah, wasn't me.
Okay. Do you believe it was a rather expensive?
I came up in the old school where the bride's father paid for the shindig. We picked up the bachelor party and the not the bachelor party, but the groomsman's whatever that is, the rehearsal dinner. We paid for that, and then of course I paid for the honeymoon.
Now, in this new age, your son is about to get married, and you're starting to see some of the bills are going to head your way.
Mm-hmm. We've had a discussion. It will be a shared.
Okay. Now, if I told you there's a way to have a beautiful wedding, and it's going to be very extravagant, but it would be sponsored.
I'm listening.
Would you be interested in that?
Depending on who the sponsor is.
Hellman's Mayonnaise. Do you think that your son and his bride-to-be would be okay with it?
Well, what do I get from Hellman's?
Everything is paid for.
Mm-hmm.
All the food, the venue, everything is paid for.
I'm listening.
Your wedding, though, will be featured in a mayonnaise commercial.
Hey, I'm down. Why not, man? You'll never forget it.
Now, there is one more catch.
Oh, okay.
You had the person who officiates the wedding is a giant jar of mayonnaise. Are you okay with that?
As the father of the groom, I'm all in. Can I be the guy in the mayonnaise costume? Now, as the bride, I think that'd be a hard sell. I think it'd be a tough sell.
I would just say
for
maybe
the bride
approach Jack, maybe send him this link.
Again, I think Jack would be all in. I'm not sure that lovely Annalisa would be all in on the mayonnaise theme wedding, but, if it's free.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like it seems like a good deal. Seems like a good deal.
I'm listening. I would wear a mayonnaise tux.
I mean, he did have everyone wore white.
I would be if it's free. And the booze is free?
Everything was paid for. 100% paid for.
Why would you say no?
You had to be in a commercial, and a giant jar of mayonnaise in a tuxedo it was a tuxedo, I guess, because he had the bow tie. I thought maybe it was like a priest gown, but it's a tuxedo. That's who conducts the ceremony.
Now, what are we going to have to eat? I mean, mayonnaise-centric
Now, he does have like some, the mayonnaise jar is holding up some hors d'oeuvres for the bride and groom while they read their vows.
That might get a little weird, but
they don't have to eat them. They can choose to, I assume.
Of course, I'd say yes. I'm not, but I have very little say in this. But if somebody came and said, And we'll pay for it.
Now, what I would do if I were you, I would get together with Annalisa's parents and
I think
say,
they might. I know Dad might be down with this too.
Here's what we've decided, kids. You've got two options. You can pay for your own wedding, or you can go our route. And I think the young lovers will have a real decision.
Hellman's is a wonderful brand.
Yes,
they make a lovely product.
Real mayonnaise. And this is from 100% cage-free eggs mayonnaise. This is not some caged-up egg mayonnaise.
No, it's not my mayonnaise of choice. I'm a Duke's guy.
Oh, well.
But I'm willing to venture out. But I'm a Duke's guy.
Now, maybe Duke's will, in retort to this commercial that's already been made, maybe they'll make a bigger, more extravagant
well, Duke's is already heavy on Saturday. Remember, you got mayonnaise guys every week on SEC football. Those guys that dunk themselves in mayonnaise.
That's true.
So they're down with the marketing ploy. They might be into marry my son and future daughter.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm in.
It's an option. And let's just stop. Let's stop pretending like it's not an option.
And there's a lot of brands I'd be willing to talk to.
Yes.
So we'll put a shingle out.
We'll
tweet your brand out.
Are you willing to have the Jolly Green Giant married?
Absolutely, I am.
What about Ronald McDonald?
I'm in. We'll have it at the place. It's already catered. I know exactly what we're eating.
Yes. Yeah.
Just drive through and get married, and we all have the reception in the play area.
Oh, I have so many nuggets.
All of that, man.
So
Can you imagine
many
the party
nuggets.
in the parking lot?
Oh,
I'm in.
I'm looking forward to that wedding. All right, let's take our last break of the day, friends. We'll wrap up the show the way we always do by taking a look at the daily lines. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Golf Classic is back, baby. Get the crew together. Guys, gals, the whole gang. And join us Monday, September 29th at Olympia Hills Golf Club for a laid-back day full of swings, laughs, and a little friendly trash talk. It's just $120 per player or $400 for a foursome. A steal for a day on a beautiful course with your buddies. Proceeds benefit the Community Foundation of the Hill Country. But don't worry, this is You've conquered the course. We'll keep the party rolling at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, where the drinks are cold, the food is hot, and the stories are even better. Get ready to tee off on the best Monday you'll have all year. Grab your spot now at sasportstar.com.
So we do a giveaway at GiveMeTheVin.com. Every month we're giving away $25,000 to one lucky person that sells us their car. Karen, you there?
I'm here.
Karen Gardner of Oceanside, California is the latest winner in GiveMeTheVin.com's big cash giveaway.
What did you sell us?
I sold you a 95 Impala.
And what did we pay you for it?
You guys gave me 18.
18 plus 25,000 because you're the winner, Karen.
Oh my God, you're kidding.
You could be next to get a little more, maybe a lot more.
You guys are awesome. Keep it up.
No purchase necessary. For official rules, go to GiveMeTheVin.com. Sell us your car.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those three massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
The granddaddy of all hunting shows is back, and we are ready to cross the state of Texas to bring the best hunting show to a city near you. The Hunters Extravaganza is a great event for the whole family. We have the latest and greatest the hunting world has to offer, from products to hunts, and features seminars with Dr. Deer, Gary Robertson, and more. Come enjoy attractions like rattlesnakes, gator country, a fish tank, and many more. Join us in San Antonio for the Hunters Extravaganza. Get tickets at ttha.com. Brought to you by the Texas Trophy Hunters Association.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Evan Cohen here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sports book for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
As a fan, you know all the important sports cliches. And when you save money by bundling your home and auto with Progressive, you can get out there and give it 110%, even though that's mathematically impossible. And remember, failure is not an option. Well, it's always an option, just not a good one. But you're not worried because you've got ice in your veins. You're on fire. How can both of those things be true at the same time? Well, that's between you and your doctor. So get out there and leave it all on the field. Leave what? Who cares? Just leave it and save with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Multiple tours overseas, long nights monitoring cyber activity, years of protecting the country. It all adds up at University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn up to 90 credits for prior learning, military experience, and training. We call that credit where credit is due. Whether you're active duty and looking at what's next, or a veteran looking for something new, our degrees and certificate programs teach the application of emerging technologies and enduring life skills. So get started on a degree or certificate with personalized local support services and online and hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. At UMGC, you'll find everything from online to hybrid courses and lifetime career services to scholarship opportunities, making your education journey flexible, fast, and affordable. Apply now and save with no application fee through September 3rd. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
Rising hot! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Tomorrow afternoon at 6, the Cowboys travel from training camp in Oxnard to Los Angeles to take on the Rams in their first of 3 preseason games. Pre-game at 5. Presented by AA Best Bell Barnes, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hi, this is Joe Ryan.
Alrighty then, folks. There's only one thing left to do, friends. And that's leave right now in the middle of the segment.
Now we got to make some money.
My wig fell off. I got to leave right now. That's so great still. I'll never not think that's funny. All right, let's do what we always do to wrap up the show. Let's take a look at the Daily Lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the Daily Lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
All right, Bubba, here we go. I guess we'll start with Major League Baseball. I'll get it out of the way, and then we'll hit the NFL, foosball, America's game. Major League Baseball today, Chase Burns takes on Mitch Keller and the Pirates. The Reds are minus 115 light favorites against the Pirates after Paul Skeens shut them down yesterday. Paul Skeens gave up a career-high 7 hits, but still 0 earned runs. 4 starts against Cincinnati in his career. He's now 4-0 with a .31 ERA. And, 33 strikeouts?
Yeah, he likes them.
Absurd. Hunter Brown and the Stros are in New York taking on Cam. Got to be careful every time I say this.
Got to be careful.
Schlittler. Hunter Brown and the Stros. Cam Schlittler for the Yankees. Minus 110 both ways. Pick 'em, baby. JT Ginn and the Stros. By the way, I'll take the Stros. I'll take the Stros with their arguably their best arm against a Yankees team that still feels like they're treading water. JT Ginn and the Athletics are in Baltimore taking on Tomoyuki Sagano and the Orioles. That's a pick 'em as well. Look at that. We got some close lines today. Not this one, though. Angels are in Detroit. Kyle Hendricks going for the Angels. Tarek Scoobly Doobly going for the Tigers. Tigers minus just 295. No big deal. Minus 295.
Is that prohibitive?
That's that. Some would call that prohibitive. If you want to give up a run and a half with the Tigers, you can get it down to minus 140. So that's always good. Edward Cabrera and the Marlins are in Atlanta taking on the Braves. Bryce Elder going for Atlanta. Marlins minus 130 favorites. Tanner Bibby, and the Guardians minus 145 against the White Sox. Aaron Savali going for Chicago. Christopher Sanchez and the Phillies, they're in Texas taking on the Rangers. Merrill Kelly going for Texas. Phillies minus 140 road favorites. Kodai Senga, he of the Ghost Forkball. I need the Mets to get it together.
See what we got Kodai going today with that Ghost Forkball. Let's see, strikeouts.
They're in Milwaukee taking on Brandon Woodruff and the Brewers. Brewers are minus 145.
I think that Ghost Forkball's got 6 strikeouts in him.
I'll give him 6.
I've got more or less at 5.
I'll go 6.
I think I like
Give
that.
me 6, baby. Yeah. Seth Lugo and the Royals. They're in Minnesota taking on the Twins. Joe Ryan going for Minnesota. Not Joe Ryan-Eagle. Just regular Joe Ryan, no Eagle.
Doesn't quite have the Eagle to it.
Yeah, he's missing some Eagle there. But the Twins are minus 135 favorites. Matthew Boyd and the Cubs taking on Michael McGreevy and the Cardinals. Cubs minus 155. Austin Gomber going for the Rockies. They're in Arizona taking on Zach Gallen and the Diamondbacks. Zach Gallen has stunk this year. Apparently doesn't matter. Diamondbacks still minus 250 hosting Colorado. Walker Buehler and the Red Sox in San Diego taking on Nick Pivetta and the Padres. Pods minus 170. Drew Rasmussen goes for Tampa today. They're in Seattle taking on Luis Castillo and the Mariners. Mariners minus 130. Now, here's a pitching matchup that would have been awesome about 5 or 6 years ago. Toronto goes with Max Scherzer today. Dodgers go with Clayton Kershaw. The Dodgers minus 135 favorites in that one. And Rob's favorite team, the Washington Nationals, America's team, some would call them. Jake Irvin going for the Nats. They're in San Francisco. The Giants minus 165 favorites. Lady basketball today, Libbity Bibbity.
Yep.
8-point favorites at Dallas.
Dallas.
They suck.
Yeah, but they seem to cover.
They do kind of cover. Yeah, I've noticed
they don't
that
win,
too.
but they cover.
The Mystics plus 10.5 at the Lynx. The Mystics they're trading off their players. I think we want to fade the Mystics, especially because they're playing a good team. Let's go Lynx minus 10.5. Seattle Storms in LV Las Vegas taking on the Aces. The Aces 1.5-point favorites.
What's the Vegas airport code? Doesn't make any sense, but when you said LV, I thought
I forgot what it is now. I think it's LAS.
Is it LAS?
Yeah, it's LAS. NFL preseason. The games today. The Shedeur Sanders, Cleveland Browns. Shedeur Sanders leading the way, leading the charge. 6-point dogs at Carolina.
Here. You think he's got 121 passing yards in him?
No.
I don't think so either.
I do not.
We're going to go less on that one.
Detroit minus 3.5 in Atlanta. I would look at some. Can you get Hendon Hooker over, under, or higher or lower than a half an interception?
That's what we got for quarterbacks here.
Because Hendon Hooker appears to be a little, pardon my pun, Hooker's a little loose with the ball.
I got him at 87.5 yards, more or less, a half a touchdown, 17.5 pass rush yards.
No interception props?
Not on this one.
He'll throw a pick.
See what I can come up with here. No, we don't have the negative.
We only bet the positive. You've got a friendly book. Mine is like, I'm always looking for, we're looking to humiliate you.
We bet the positive. That's it.
Washington's at New England. New England is 6.5-point favorites today. Tomorrow, Giants in Buffalo. Oh, my gosh, the line just switched right in front of my very eyes. The Bills just popped from minus 2.5 to minus 3-point favorites tomorrow against the Giants. The Texans are 3-point dogs in Minnesota. Cowboys, your Dallas Cowboys, 2.5-point road favorites in L.A. against the Rams.
That's the Stafford effect, I guess. He wasn't going to play anyway.
That tells me that Jimmy Garoppolo's not going to play either.
I agree with that.
So that's people feeling better about Joe Milton than they do about Stetson Bennett.
I would love to see the Cowboys just go win the game. Just to make me feel better about everything else that's going on.
The unders have not been hitting, but I kind of like an under in that game. 33.5 is the number. It feels like it could be grimy because I feel like Shoddy's going to run his head into the brick wall trying to run the football, and it's just not going to work. Pittsburgh's in Jacksonville. Jacksonville 4.5-point favorites. No Aaron Rodgers, remember, for the Steelers. Tennessee Titans 3-point favorites at Tampa. They are going to start Cam Ward. I don't know if that warrants them being favorites, but they are going to start him. Kansas City, a 3-point favorite at Arizona. You know what? Give me the Cardinals. Andy Reid, historically bad in preseason games. Just doesn't care about them. He's not looking to prove anything.
But you might want to pay attention to the first quarter if Mahomes is playing.
That's true. So maybe first quarter bet. But Arizona get 3 points. I'll take 3 points in that game. Jets catching 3 at the Packers. Broncos -7 against the 49ers. That's a huge number for the preseason. No thanks there. Dolphins +3 at Chicago. The Bears favored only because they've announced that Caleb Williams is not going to be playing. So they're like, oh, if he's not playing, the Bears probably win.
Although Quinn Ewers, for your DFS, pay attention. There might be some numbers in there.
I think so as well. And the Saints, a pick'em against the L.A. Chargers.
Who's getting the start there? Spencer Rattler?
I think Spencer Rattler is starting. I think he's going to get the first look, and then Jake
Haener. They didn't get enough
Haener,
of that last year?
Tyler Shuck. You're going to see all the bums will be out for the New Orleans Saints. You got big plans this weekend, Robert?
I'm headed to the coast, baby. I'll have my toes in the sand tomorrow afternoon.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Looks like I'll be in here by myself talking
on Monday. You and Edwin
on Monday.
We'll hold it down.
Great. Edwin, you better watch a lot of football this weekend.
Edwin walked in a few minutes ago and said, yesterday Jerry and Micah met for like 4 hours. I think it's possible, not probable, but possible you might be talking about a signing on Monday.
Okay. Well, we shall see. I hope that's the case.
I get the sense if they get run out that Jerry's going to be pretty eager to sign.
Let's spin this into the positive.
Make it. I'm just kiss and make up. You're the richest non-quarterback ever to walk the planet. Let's go out and say howdy to everybody.
Now, well, let's. This is a handshake deal, right?
Trust me, they're gonna when they do sign.
Put this on paper.
Jerry will go. We shook hands on the deal. I told you that's how I do business.
Let's do it this way.
Pinky swear.
I don't think that's how it
matters.
works.
We pinky swear when it counts.
Don't think that's how it works. All right, friends, that's it for us. Blitz will come up at 2 o'clock. They'll go all the way till 6. They'll lead you right up to the football action.
They're going to pay him for.
I mean, yeah. Guillermo says, go dump Kitty Big Balls into the ocean,
Hey,
Rob.
Guillermo.
What a bad guy you are, Guillermo. Guillermo, I hope you have a horrible weekend. To the rest of you, I hope it's great. We'll see you on Monday.